Good morning. Good morning.
Just a minute. I don't know if we're live yet.
Are we live?
Are we live?
I'm not sure.
It says 6.
Good
So Tracy, can you hear me? Are we
morning.
live?
Good morning.
I don't know.
Good morning.
I really don't know.
Can you
Well, then
hear
you-
us? Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? Anybody out there?
I know. I don't think we're live.
It's got we are. We've got the timer up at the top. It says live.
Hello.
I don't
It says
know.
waiting. Mine says waiting for Carla.
Yeah.
Well, your timer says live, yeah.
Your timer says live.
And then Jenna says
Okay,
yes.
we're live. Hey, good morning.
Hey.
We were
Good
saying hello to
morning.
everybody before we were even live.
Yay!
Good
Hello,
morning.
hello.
We
Good
sound
morning,
like
Charlie girl.
Hang on, I got to do something.
Hi, Jenna.
Amanda Ray, Jenna.
Gotta say your video yesterday, your chat, it was awesome. I was so
Yes, it was.
intrigued. I
Yeah,
was so intrigued
me too.
with it. I was like
I love it.
glued
Me
to
too.
my
My
phone
bad.
listening to it. And my guy's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I was telling him the whole story, and he's shaking
Saint
his head.
Taco. Good
I got it.
morning, Charlie
Hi,
girl.
Saint
Good morning,
Taco.
Taco.
Yeah.
Taco,
Jeez,
taco.
long time no see, Saint Taco. Can I
Jenna,
tell
I
you
found
guys?
a really interesting video last night that I wanted to send you. She had a lot of, it seemed like really new information, but I don't know where she got it. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, because
Oh, and I saw the video on the girl, and I was like, "This is so." She was so pretty. This is so
gorgeous.
sad. This is so
Yeah.
sad. And she's there. They're all there. I believe that they're there and hidden grave somewhere. I really do. I think that there was a lot going on over there. Something just kept telling me there's something not right. And there's some hidden bodies all over the place.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I just found out yesterday my brother-in-law got married. We had he was divorced like around Christmas time. He
You're
divorced
welcome.
his wife. We got a thing in the mail saying that they were sorry that we couldn't go to their wedding because of the pandemic. They're going to have a celebration next year to be announced. So I called my husband on his way home from work and I said, "Did you know Frank was married?" Oops, I just doxed his brother. But anyways, he said no. And I said, "Well, we just got a thing in the announcement in the mail that he got married." He says, "Holy cow." Like, he never even called his brother to tell him that he got married. Like, how? So I tried to look her up on Facebook because I've never met the woman. I've never met this woman that he married. So I'm trying to look her up on Facebook.
I got some people you can talk to on YouTube who can really find out who she is.
Oh, yeah. Probably. So Terry,
good morning, baby.
He says to me, he says, "Well, look," he says, and I'm looking up her name on Facebook, and there's this really hot, keep in mind, his brother is in his 60s. There's this really hot broad.
Well, he traded in his 60-year-old wife for 230s.
He goes, "I wonder if that's her." I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. He's from Florida.
That's when you look at him and go, "Don't get any ideas, asshole."
Yeah, you trade me in on a newer model.
Right.
So funny. Like, I mean, God, it was like out of the blue. Like, we didn't even have a warning. Nothing.
So tired. Sorry, I'm stretching.
I'm like, I know, it's like,
tired.
Doesn't it feel good though?
Blowing your nose.
Yeah, it does. I'm sorry.
Anyways, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I interrupted.
It's like, for fuck's sake, can you mute when you do that? You got gas.
I was gonna say, it sounded like she was blowing her nose. My husband says when I go to the bathroom, "Shut the door." I'm used to being here all day by myself, so I don't always think to shut the door. You know, I don't shut the door when I'm here alone. He's like, "Shut the door."
Listen, I don't want Mike to shut the door. I don't want to talk through a door. I'm not Catholic.
Mike doesn't.
We can talk face to face. I don't talk through doors.
But I don't.
I used to shut the door when I had a dog because she would follow me every freaking where.
Bessie sits guard while I'm sitting on the toilet.
They do. Dogs like that. They want.
Yeah.
They want.
And it doesn't matter where you are.
No.
They want to be where you are.
They're like, "Oh, she's in the bathroom. Let me go watch." like your children.
What you do? Yeah,
Oh my
what
God,
you
yeah.
doing?
Well,
Kids,
come
What you
on.
doing?
my kids used to do that too. I'm
Come
like, Mom's in the bathroom.
Joanne, born to sparkle, baby.
Good
Hi,
morning,
sweetheart.
Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
I
Good
asked her she's
morning, good
coming in.
morning, good
Yay,
morning.
you're here.
What
You're
do you
here.
want? Get off of me.
You
Jesus.
wanna? She,
No, Mike's at work. It's just Bessie.
I'm looking at StreamYards, and StreamYards is like delayed compared to
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
YouTube.
It is.
Very.
It is very delayed.
It's so
It's
weird.
weird.
It's so weird.
Good morning,
There's a
Joanne.
lot on YouTube going into StreamYards,
Good morning,
probably.
baby.
Yeah.
Baby, how are
Oh
your
my God,
eyeballs, baby?
someone's not a happy camper this morning.
Who
Good.
wasn't it? Oh,
The dog. Didn't you hear?
Listen, she's
she's
biting
talking to
Stevie's
her.
leg.
She's
Poor
talking.
Stevie. I know. You just really wanted to be part of this family, didn't you? We're not getting a husky.
Jenna Moon, are you going to do like another follow up on that same story?
Yeah, because
Yes.
I'm like
you
intrigued.
got to.
That was
I was
really, really
very.
good.
I'm telling you, my face was stuck on my phone, and I was like, "Oh, I just know this is both. There's too many holes. There's." I was like talking to my
Yeah,
phone.
it was really
yesterday.
interesting, actually.
Well, they have to do. They don't allow private companies to cover up shit like that, right?
Right.
So why would you do
Yeah,
it
so
with the military? I
because
mean,
because it's the military, and
No,
they think
yeah.
they can get
A
away
bunch of
with it.
people were
Yeah,
disappeared from, say, I don't know, General Motors.
right.
Same place.
They'd be all
They would
over.
yeah,
be
they disappeared. They
investigating,
all went
like,
to
how?
Mexico. They went to Mexico.
You know,
We
she
know
said
where they went.
absolutely.
Tacos in
Oh,
here?
good, yay! She's going to be
And
doing more.
I get that, if you talk too much about it, other countries watch everything we do, especially our military. So if there's like an issue with our military, they consider it as a weakness, which, okay, first and foremost, bring it, bitches. Come on and try, whatever.
Hey, Lucky
But
Seven.
Hi, Lucky
you
Seven.
could,
Good morning.
good morning, Lucky Seven. You could at least tell the parents shit.
Right.
And don't just auto list them as AOL or deserters.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You just can't blanket this. I mean, and not okay. One
Yeah,
iffy, but all
exactly.
these people, no, there's too much. There's
Hmm.
something not right with the
Right.
water.
Yep.
There's something going on.
Hmm.
Like they didn't even investigate it. They just
Absolutely.
slammed them down as
No,
a.
they just said they dismissed it as like, well, good. You know what? I'm glad her family's got a good attorney,
Right.
and they're pushing
Mhm.
this through, and good for them because this is going to open up a huge can of worms. I'll bet you. We're going to find stuff out that we're going to be like, yeah, get the president involved here.
They
Get the
are.
military.
I
Mhm.
heard
Get
her
his.
say Presidente like
Absolutely.
16
I
times
know.
just as like going, oh, girl.
Aw.
She's pissed.
Aw.
And well, she should be.
Yeah,
She's pissed.
that's her baby. And
I'm
then
like, listen, my son-in-law called me from Austin, Texas one time. They went to Austin city limits, drinking, of course, adults, whatever, go have fun, right? But I get a call and I'm sitting there watching like Unsolved Mysteries or some shit, right? Where they're like abducting these girls or whatever. And I get this phone call from my son-in-law. He goes, I can't find your daughter.
oh
I'm like,
my God.
where are you? We're at Austin city limits. I said, Michael, has she been drinking? He said, a little bit. I said, and you can't find her. It took me how long to make this child? You better find
You
her.
better find her. Yeah.
And why are you calling me when at the time I was in Kansas? I'm like, he goes, well, I didn't want to call her father. I said, okay, that was the smart move. That's the only smart thing so far I've heard. But I said, listen, go to the entrance
Oh, my head hurts.
because we raised them from little bitty. If you ever get lost or get separated
Yeah,
from anybody,
that's the smart
go to
thing.
the entrance
Yeah.
or exit because you'll find the people you're looking for there. So yeah, he goes, I already searched all the little portalets. I'm like, fucking great. I'm
So
picturing
why is he
somebody
calling you? Is he trying to say, mom?
Yeah, I was like, good to know
Okay,
she's lost.
Joanne.
Can you find her?
Yeah, this family is not going to stop. I hope they get the answer. I do too, Jana. Because
Good morning, turquoise.
Hi, turquoise.
Turquoise. Good morning. Good morning. Good
I
morning.
love turquoise. I got a bracelet.
Oh, me
with the
too. Me
stones
too.
of turquoise.
Me too.
My favorite stone. Yeah, I was getting really upset, and then when I was watching the video
Okay,
about
sweetie.
her,
Joanne, no problem.
and Jenna, Galloway girl, she's so awesome because she was like telling me because she saw the how I was like getting into this, and she's like, "Oh, Donna, you got to watch all the other." I said, "I'm
The
going
old ones,
to, because I really want to, follow up on this." And so she was really helpful. You got great mods. Your other mod was nice too. I
Mhm.
just want to compliment you on that.
It was such a good. That was a good
Well,
live.
enjoyed it.
they learned the hard. They learned because a lot of them were mods. And guess whose chat? So they had to
Listen,
be
they
good.
went through
They
an
had to be good.
extreme boot
She could
camp.
have good mods in there.
Yeah, she does. She's got really nice,
No, I'm talking
informative,
about Laura.
sweet.
Laura had good mods in her.
Did she?
Yeah, she
Did she?
did.
That's
I'll
a
give her
shame.
that. She did have good mods. No, I'm blocked now. I don't know how it is now.
You have turned your sleeping habits back to normal a little. You slept.
I was never
last
good
night.
enough to be a mod in Laura's.
Gingerlocks, hi, sweetie.
Hey, Gingerlock.
Hey, Gingerlocks, mine is
We
so
were just
locked.
talking about
Good
you.
morning,
Oh my
Bailey.
God. I'm like, where's Bailey been?
Wait, were we?
I said,
I don't remember. Her ears must have been burning. I'm like looking for something around here, and I'm listening to you guys. I'm like, well, I don't want to be on camera and be rude.
You just made my mouth hang open like
it.
you made my mouth hang open, and I stood there like, wait, where were you? me and Mr. Meter were talking about it.
Bailey, we were talking about you this morning.
And you even said, no, she's been around.
Yeah, she has. I
See?
see her almost every day.
And you said that.
Yes.
And
I do. She comes in here. She makes an appearance anyways.
you all went to mod school? Jenna.
Oh my
Listen.
God, I watched the funniest video about myself this morning. I really did. I really like it. I really like it. It was so funny.
You're buying
It's
a lot
called
of tickets,
Carla
Jenny.
the Church Lady. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Oh my God, really?
Were you cussing like a
yeah.
sailor?
No, I
Probably.
wasn't actually. It was kind of. It was like
Were you, Bailey?
yeah.
Where
It
am
was
I?
like
Where have I
referring
been?
to my chat as a church, but it was cute. I mean, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. And I mean, you have to be able to laugh at yourself.
I feel like hammered shit this morning. I really do.
I haven't heard that word since my ex-husband. I swear to God, he used to say that all the time. Hammered shit. Holy Lord Jesus. That means that he's thinking about me. He's in heaven.
Yep. Hey, Beauty, how are your
Hi,
eyeballs this
Save.
morning,
Good
baby?
morning,
Robbie.
Save Robbie.
Good morning. Good
Wow.
morning, Save Robbie. I
Good
thought
morning,
you said
Save Robbie.
Saint Robbie. I'm like, where's the saint?
Save
It's different.
Saint Robbie. Good morning, Save Robbie.
Listen,
He is
if
a
he
saint.
were a saint, we wouldn't be having to save him. Just saying.
No, that's
Right,
true.
right.
We have to save Robbie. But anyways, that video was pretty cute. I should play it. I mean, play it on my phone.
Yeah, you're gonna get a strike.
No, I
then, or
can't.
what?
Well, I don't know if I mean she would have to strike me because it's like it's
Can't even play
it's
cartoons.
like, yeah,
I mean, come on.
but it's
What-
kind of cute. It is kind of cute.
I just want to say too, Carla, that everybody in your channel, I just love them. These women are amazing. They're sweethearts.
I have like
They
the best people.
they accept newbies. I mean, I just walked in here a month ago, and they were all like welcoming. You know, and I know because I come from with Joanne, but it's still they're very, very, very sweet. Even like Jenna, I just met her yesterday. She's amazing. I was like, God, they're so.
Well,
yeah.
here's the
It's
thing.
so
Everybody was
nice.
new at one time, and
Yeah. But they're so
Um,
nice to you. That's what I mean. They're so welcoming. They're so open. They're so sweet. Like Gingerlack's mom, all you guys, Bailey.
oh,
My
thank you,
God.
Bailey. That's so sweet.
My chat is so
actually
stinking
feel
loud.
good.
Yeah, I do too. Me too, Bailey. I mean, I go to Marsha's because I like.
Oh, I
Marsha.
do.
I like Marsha a lot.
Me too.
But that's basically it.
She makes me laugh.
I left. Yeah, you make me laugh with your comments.
Not me.
Yeah.
I say nothing.
Oh my God, she did. And I was like, I'm serious. If I had something in my mouth, it would have went all over the floor. When I read that comment, I was like, this girl cracks me up. Damn it. I thought I thought I hit some quips. I have to say, you make me look like shit. I'm telling you.
I had one nurse that I worked with in Kansas that I go in first thing in the morning
Right,
early
Jenna?
when they were just coming on.
The best group right here. I mean,
I hope
everybody
so.
came
I
from.
hope you guys feel comfortable here.
No, you do, because everybody came from different walks. I know, myself included. And it's like a breath of fresh air when you walk into this chat. I'm not
And that's
kidding.
what makes it fun, though, is everybody's got something different to add.
Exactly. Diversity. We
Huh?
divert. We can't
And we
get
talk
along.
about like just about anything and everything. Like
Right.
really. I mean, there's no real topic because someone
Okay, so we
like
usually end up talking about sex once M's walking
yes,
the
oh
room.
actually, yeah, that comes
All
up
the
quite a
time it
bit.
ends up with
That
sex,
comes
and
up
we
quite a
don't know why. I mean, Brian starts it. We'll blame Brian.
Or M's.
Um,
M's is pretty good about
yeah,
oh
instigating.
man, she's a
that's
resident
we.
pervert.
Yeah,
A
yeah. She
resident
kind of knows
pervert.
a little too
Damn.
much about different things, and I was like, huh, what do you got going up your hidden closet there?
Mhm.
But
But
I've had
she's.
so many people up on my
It's
panel. I
so
mean, I
great.
can't even
Yeah.
let a pop their cherry coming up on my panel, which makes me feel
Me?
good. Like
Right.
if you feel comfortable, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable going up on a panel, they just don't. And once you've been up
Brian's a
once,
trip.
you're
Brian is a
okay.
trip. I like Brian.
Oh, Brian, yeah, we love
He's
Brian.
a trip. I
And
love.
I know I've
Even when
gotten
I
a
see
lot
him
of
in.
flack. I've gotten a lot of flack about him because
Well,
Brian is
hey,
our
you know
resident freak
what?
on a
reputable
leash,
thing.
okay? He is a freak on a leash. I don't know what to tell
Yes,
you.
yeah,
Thank
He's
you.
a,
That's a great
yeah.
comment, Jenna.
but we do,
That's a
we do.
great comment.
Brian,
There are
Brian,
no sides. All is welcome as long as you behave. I love that. I do too.
yeah,
Uh,
no, there's no sides because everybody
exactly.
can go where they want to go. I'm not chasing you around YouTube looking where you're chatting or you're not
Oh,
chatting.
hey,
Thank you.
can I do something real quick?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm
yeah.
going to do it anyway.
I knew she didn't say that.
Screw you. I'm doing it anyway.
So
Okay, go
there.
ahead.
I want to read a little email that I got yesterday.
Good morning, Channel Hopper.
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
we can hear
sorry.
you.
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
sorry, guys.
Okay. It's called Guess Who Sent Me This Email? Y'all ready? Here it goes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love you, but you are the worst at
Oh.
emails. Shit. Wait. Shit. You might not even know what an email is. Ha ha ha. Get your ass up and respond to me. You are the worst ever. I love
I,
you, but you be suck at this.
Oh
I
gee, I
know.
wonder.
I hope the puppies are good and
Morning,
Mr.
channel
Mike too.
hopper.
Eh,
Be nice.
yeah,
Much love.
Bailey, you're awesome. It was. She
Okay,
guessed it.
guess. Did she guess it?
Yes, she did. She's got it in the
Did
chat.
she? She
Yeah,
knew.
right away.
Yes, yes,
Is
yes.
that from
And
Jason?
he sent me a
Oh
video
my
yesterday.
God,
It's
that's awesome.
hilarious. It is so funny. It's like him taking a swig of a beer and saying, "I love you, Carla." It's like 4 seconds.
Yeah,
Where's Brian? Is Brian here, Joanne?
I don't
You
know.
know,
do I have him
I
blocked?
Brian.
Y'all, listen.
I don't
If
see it.
if Jason's not here yet and watching and
He
listening,
knows we love
don't
him.
say anything. We're gonna play like I have him blocked. Shh. Because I'm just
Brian,
not
are you the channel?
Brian's
Are you the
here.
new?
Brian's
Yeah,
not here. Brian's not here. I
No,
don't see
I
him.
was
Oh,
talking about
Oh, you're
okay.
talking about Jason.
I was play
Jason.
Oh,
like I have him
Jason.
blocked.
Jason's a
Awesome.
goofball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
know.
love Jason. You just have to go to his channel to know.
Brian is the new sub called
how
Channel Hopper.
goofball
Brian's
he is.
Channel Hopper.
Yes,
Jason is the
Jason
bomb.
is awesome. He is the bomb. I'm trying to
Oh,
get him to come up on my panel because he's
he
funny.
won't.
Oh,
But he'll send you a
oh, he
video
will. He
holding a
says he
beer
will. He
and
says he will.
cheering you. So what is that,
No,
Jason?
he says no. He says he will come up. He
No,
says
he sends Carla, love you, Carla, and a sip of beer. He sends
Yeah,
me, you're the worst freaking
you're the
person
worst.
at emails.
I
I don't
know.
even know
She
how to
got,
spell it
but
anymore.
and Miss D got so pissed at that. And I'm like, but he told you he loves you.
I'm
Yeah,
like, no, he
So
he did.
didn't. No, he
Yes,
didn't.
he
It was
did.
play
no,
like pissed.
I
I
love
wasn't
you,
really
but you're
pissed.
not.
It was a play like pissed off, like I do
Um,
every day.
Jenna
Yeah.
Moon says, speaking of email misdemeanor, I got attacked by trolls in my morning live. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Talking about you. I found that interesting.
Well,
Really?
Oh,
we gotta,
really?
yeah,
Well,
we gotta.
Were they talking about me or were they talking about somebody else? Oh, in your morning live.
We're
Okay.
funny every day, Robbie. You need to come in here
Let them
because
talk.
yeah,
it gets going.
Let them
Yeah,
talk. They
that's
don't have
amazing.
anything better to do.
yeah.
Children, they just kind of blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
And
You have to
and
let
what
it.
was that?
You have to let it
Wait a minute.
bounce off your back. If you
What
let
was
every
that?
single negative comment get to you, you would be
Right.
Yeah.
like sitting in a corner sucking your thumb.
Exactly.
What I would be doing. I would be like,
Listen. Ems!
Ems, get your
Remy!
ass up here.
you better have
Ems,
rested. You better have rested. You're coming up
Remy.
today. Even
I
if
didn't
it's
see
Ems,
just to say
Kiki's.
hello. Ems is like our girl.
Ems. Come on, Ams.
Anybody, Ginger Locks mom, you can come up too if you want.
Anybody. And if you
Anybody,
want to put,
anybody.
and if it gets to 6, I can drop down for a while. At none, no wonder we're friends. It's funny we like the same people. Yes, right?
I think we all pretty much. Hi, Remy. Remy's my resident.
Jojo, come on up and say good morning. We want to hear your French accent. I love when she talks sometimes because there's times when we're getting a discussion. I'm like, wait, what?
I'm quiet when she doesn't want to come up on panel.
I'll start talking to her, and then I stop myself because I was like, wait, what did she, what? Say that again.
Say what? What?
And sometimes she's like, okay, and her accent, don't be a smart ass.
They can say whatever they want to me. It's the FBI has investigated me, not the one that Laura went to, but the real one. My ex-husband went to the Law Enforcement Academy in Quantico, Virginia, which is a pretty big deal. And so, they know if he was cleared to go there, surely I'm not all that bad. And I don't have a criminal record and I'm a pretty decent person.
She's French Canadian, Remy. She is French.
She's French Canadian.
She's French Canadian. And she'll tell you.
We love Joanne.
She tells me how to say things in French now. Like,
will she teach us dirty words in French?
Yeah, Joanne, get up here.
How to swear in French. I don't think that'll be picked up on my. I figured out.
Carrie.
Carrie, good morning. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning, Carrie.
She's been up on my panel.
Why haven't you come? Why haven't you been feeling good? I don't like you.
I'm sorry. Well, you're welcome.
No, Joanne. Because you know why, Rob? I call her. I call
sending Mem's good thoughts because.
Now you're going to show off and you're going to speak French over here. Remy thought that I was talking about Mojojo. I call Joanne Jojo.
When you call her Mojo, everybody thinks of Mojojo, the White Queen.
I call Joanne Jojo.
Yeah. Well, everybody calls her Jojo too.
I know. Sorry, you guys. But I've been calling Jojo like for a long time. That's my nickname for her. My little sweet Jojo.
Je parlez-vous en français?
Come up here and say hello for 2 seconds. Come on.
Look, I'm international. I read that sentence.
I was on my panel once and it was to fight.
Okay, there we go. See, now we got. I told you. I knew this was going to
I did. I saw it. When you said St. Robbie, I'm like, who's St. Robbie?
Who's St. Robbie?
St. Robbie.
In a wheelchair. Oh, who's lady in a wheelchair? Who did you dox yesterday?
If we're going to start that, I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what, Channel Hopper, if you're going to start crap in here, you're going to be timed out.
Yep.
That's we're not even addressing that. So, yeah.
And I did not dox.
Someone please, thank you.
Just so you guys know, she came into this channel, her and her friends started stuff.
Let me say it.
Yeah.
She was following people around, people that she doesn't like from chat to chat, these people, and we're not even going to address them. As soon as you see someone in here doing this, addressing either Joanne Born to Sparkle or
anybody in the chat,
Nanya or anybody else, please find them out, and if they continue, they will be blocked. We're not going to fight with them. It's just not happening. Not here.
Good morning, ladies.
They started in Jenna's chat early, and
good morning.
Thank you very much to what's his name?
True
Helper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the reason why I talked down, because they did start in my live yesterday.
Yeah.
I had a live scheduled, and my mods did amazing by deleting it. But they said I had a bunch of trolls come in, and I wasn't near my computer because something came up in my life and I wasn't able to go live, blah, blah, blah. And
but when you went back.
Right. Called me and they were like, you just had a bunch of trolls in your live. And I was like, what was it about? They were coming in because you were allowing Nunja and Misdemeanor and Carla in your chat. And they were saying that they were doxers. And I was like, well, I know Carla and I know Mr. Miller. I'm just getting to know Nunya, but I don't believe any of that. And they were like, we deleted it. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to
Diane
dox
and Wendy's,
when
they've
I
been
don't
in
know
white-
anything about people. You know what I mean? It's kind of
They've
hard.
been in what
This is like this. This is like, it goes back a long way, and they've been following Joanne and I, and then they tried to throw their digs. They were in here. I asked them why were they here. The next thing you know, words get exchanged, and one of them doxed me right away, called me by my name. So I said it back. Well, they're not saying that that's how it happened. They're just going, "Oh, she doxed this poor lady that did this." You know what?
Well, they're going to be ghosted in here. We're not even
Yeah.
talk about.
I'm
They're
not
not
going to
gonna address
I'm not
you.
doing
I
it.
want my mods to, as soon as they start this, because this isn't a channel for that. This is a channel to have fun. There's Jen again.
Thank you, Turquoise.
Hey,
I've been
Robbie.
demoted
And-
to a doorman. Swear to
Hey,
God,
Robbie.
I'm a
Robbie's up.
doorman.
Oh, whatever.
Robbie's up. Can you guys hear?
Hey, Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
Jen is back.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh
There
my
he
God, look at
is.
his
How are
picture.
you?
He's got a cute picture.
Yeah,
He's so cute.
He's a cutie
He's a cute
patootie.
guy.
Look at you, Mr.
Yeah.
Why,
Monitor.
thank you.
Oh my God. I'm just like blushing.
To
I'm
come up,
glad I'm
Robbie,
not
because
on.
the last time you came up on my panel was kind of
For me.
Yeah, I know, Carla. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, no.
Aw.
So, normally we just have fun here and we just have fun. So,
Yeah, and I'm
But
sorry
on
everybody
occasion,
had to see it. And then last night when they were on it was ridiculous. And I seen that a lot of people are getting upset
yeah, we're just
over
going
it
to go.
too.
We're not even going to talk about them.
And
well,
yeah,
people get tired of that crap. They want to
right.
just go and have fun. Shut up.
If you're going
Exactly.
to get, yeah.
Well, you know what's good
Exactly.
about the internet and being able to look back at yourself is we can't really do that in real life where we're able to look back at our actions and see how we reacted in an argument or a situation.
Oh,
So it's kind of
Right.
good to look back on stuff like that and be embarrassed.
Right.
I
There
avoid
you
it at
go.
all costs.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
it kind
I
of
love
helps us
that,
out a little
Robbie.
bit.
I love
Yeah.
that. Thank you for
That's a
saying
good
that.
point. That is a
It
very
is a
good
very
point.
good point. Very good
Well,
point.
we never had that growing up, or when the
Right.
internet wasn't
Yeah.
the way it is now. So it's nice to have around, even though it hurts a little bit. It's still nice to have.
Oh, I cringe
Although
sometimes when I look back at my videos. I'm like, oh, did I really say that?
I
Oh my
kind of had
God.
that though. I did kind of have that. I had a mother that would knock me upside the head with a shoe, and then I had an ex-husband that reminded me of every mistake I've made since birth, including birth. Yeah.
Mm.
So there's that, but other than that, I know.
Yeah, Channel
Right.
Hopper's
Yeah.
got to go. Thank you very much, Bailey. And they're making this. Oh, she's in a wheelchair. If that's the case, then she should be embarrassed to
That's
come
not
on Channel
ghosting.
Star. That
This is
not
not what you do when you ghost.
Thank
Talking
you.
about someone is not ghosting them.
Right.
Don't talk
Right.
about
So, bye. Thank you,
What?
Bailey.
That's what they want. This is what they want. And I've
Mhm.
learned that before.
Taco.
Thank you.
Taco. What
What's
did you hurt yourself for real?
I
Seriously?
just slipped, fell, face planted. Now I'm running. Oh gosh, they
Oh,
tacos.
taco.
That's terrible.
It's okay, babe. You're
Oh,
fine.
no.
Yeah. You
Hey,
want me
Beauty,
to
how?
make it better? I used to say that to my kids. They like hurt themselves. You know how kids are. They hurt themselves. Oh, mommy, make it better. It doesn't feel any better.
I'm sorry. Is that Remy
hurt.
B in the chat? Did she
Yeah.
change
Yes.
her?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
Remy, you confusing me.
Yeah. I know when they do those letters, I'm like, what is
Yeah.
that thing?
Because
I
she's
can't
got
read
so
it.
many cloned accounts.
That's
like
so
on here.
bad.
I know it's her because she has a wrench in here, but she's got so many cloned accounts that come in here. I had to give her a wrench because.
Poor thing.
Have you got any cloned accounts on you, Robbie?
Oh God, yeah. I've had Robbie has AIDS. Robbie has HIV. Robbie is.
my
Oh
God.
my God, that's so like
That's
Oh, yeah.
horrible.
that take your picture.
And they've actually.
I've got some that take my actual picture and make it look like it's actually me saying nasty things to
Yeah.
people in different chats,
Mhm.
and it's not. And people
Well, my
say,
clones
Okay,
have
Bailey.
had. my clones actually come into my own chat, so they're kind of friendly, but they come in with my own face and stuff. So it's kind of
so
nice. They say
cute.
hi.
You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to
how
start making
cute.
clones of my clones and start following them everywhere they go.
Right?
Start talking about them like they're shit. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, have you guys seen the elephant in the room? Well, that person was actually in my chat last night, but there was another person who cloned their account, and it was the farting elephant in the room. So we had two of them.
Oh my God.
There you go. Start cloning the clones.
It was really fun. It was nice.
Wow.
Brought a little
Some of them,
positivity.
listen, some trolls are really cute. Some trolls are pretty funny. And if you just let them do their thing.
Away from my channel because of what happened on my panel. I thought,
no,
come back in here again. But I told you, like, I don't take sides. That's why I muted and let you guys like hash it out. And that was
that was kind of unexpected. That was kind of like watching, a bad TV show crawl out of your TV screen, because you kind of watch it crawl out of your chat into your panel.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
The first thing I say is, "Oh, they're right about my voice." Okay, there's that. Now let's move on. What did I say? It's cringy.
Oh my God, this person.
Someone said you had nice teeth.
Yeah, they're just, you know what? Here we go. Bye.
Right, the mean accounts that's one thing, but the ones that are fun, like the FBI guys.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
With the Corona thing.
Are you still a Patreon? Are you still a Patreon in Loris?
Me?
None of my business, but are you?
Oh no. I haven't been in a while, no.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't quit her Patreon to be mean. It was still while I was still talking to her and cordial, which I don't not like. We don't not like each other. We just don't talk. I don't go to her channel anymore. But it was just simply to save money. I mean, sometimes you catch yourself giving people super chats or joining a Patreon or a membership. You're like, holy shit, I'm spending $100 a month on YouTube.
We were just talking about that. It's $1.99 is what you think the first go round. And then when you're sub to like 20 people or like members of 20 different chats, you're like, damn, look at this bill. Where's all my money going? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's nice to support people, but during COVID and stuff, maybe you should cut back a little bit.
Say, Taco, why don't you let me write you a note for work and we just call in? Do you want me to call in for you? I'll tell them that I'm addressing your wounds and you're going to need the day off. Just let me call them. Then everybody can go, misdemeanor called to Taco's job.
Yeah, right.
Good. Get her off work. You want me to do that?
Oh yeah, misdemeanor went real well.
Did. I think I tried. And how are they getting back in? I don't understand that, because they should be live.
They probably have multiple channels with the same name.
That's what I was going to say. Save Rob. They probably have multiple.
Give them credit.
Well,
they're awfully creative.
If you give someone enough rope, they'll hang themselves. They show themselves to be what they are.
Thank you, Babe Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The crap that's going on in this world, and we're going to still act like children. Really?
That's what YouTube is for.
Yes, YouTube. Welcome to YouTube.
Right?
It happens.
Listen, you're not going to stand here and cry.
You're not. Drove people nuts, I think.
I'm gonna start blocking the pit bulls. What I'm gonna do? Do you want me to time you out? Do you? You don't bark. He's gonna. You've been inside and outside like 14 times, and I just got up.
Oh, you have a pit bull?
Yes, she's sitting here staring at me. She can't stand it. What do you need?
I have a pit bull too, in the form of a hamster.
I love your hamster.
I love that.
She is like a pit bull.
You don't need to go outside. I'm not going outside.
Who's coming in?
So what have you been up to lately, Robbie?
Okay, if you're going to go with it.
Third time I've been on a 14-day quarantine from work. And I've been up to a whole lot of nothing, just kind of trying to relax and then you log into YouTube and you can't relax, but then
Hey,
Ellie's. Hey, Dory.
Hi, Ellie's nurse, Dory. You got a celebrity on panel, Carla. You're calling a celebrity. Save Robbie.
Yeah.
Who's a celebrity? Oh, Save Robbie.
Save Robbie.
No, I think she's talking about the pit bull.
Probably.
Oh, she's talking about
you, Robbie.
Yeah,
oh Lord, yeah, right.
I wasn't watching the chat, and I thought I heard there's Saint Robbie, and I'm like, Saint Robbie is in here.
Saint Robbie.
Yeah.
Ari's a saint. Saint Robbie. You need to put a
Saint
halo.
Robbie.
Yeah,
Saint Robbie.
you put
Saint Robbie.
Saint Robbie needs to wear a halo
Mm-hmm.
when
Yes,
he
he
comes
does.
up because we see the glow. Whoa.
Yeah, see, you need to change your name to Saint Robbie.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Hi, Richard.
Hi,
That'd be a
Richard.
parody in itself.
Well, I watched a woman do like a monologue this morning about me being the Carla the church lady, and it's actually pretty funny. It's not mean spirited because you need to be able to laugh at yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Richard, you're not black.
Laugh at yourself.
What's
If you
the
kept
matter?
laughing at every little thing, you're gonna go crazy.
Carla, I don't see, what did they say, the Bride of Chucky, and then what you just said, but I see Shirley MacLaine, like a young Shirley MacLaine. That's what I always see when I look at
Richard,
you.
I apologize.
That was so sweet.
I just
Carla.
saw yours.
I've
I'm
always
so
done that.
lagged. It's not even funny. I'm so sorry, Richard. Good morning. I hope you haven't left.
Uh-oh.
What?
And you're never blocked in here. Absolutely not.
No, you're not
Who said
black.
they're blocked? No, you're not. No,
said-
we see you.
He wrote it twice. No answer.
No.
Yeah.
So I said hello. I thought I saw hello as soon as I saw him. Like sometimes here's what happens in here. And I don't know if Robbie has this problem too. Sometimes your chat will spit up a bunch of comments and you don't see everybody. And I've gotten flack for not saying hello to people, but I really don't need to ignore anybody. I seriously don't.
And if other chat members are not responding to you in this particular chat, remember it's really early in the morning. A lot of people turn it on, put it on speaker and listen. Don't have headphones on, and they're not typing, they're not engaging. But it's because we talk enough for like 17 people. We
talk over each other, which I'm gonna try and be a little better because when someone's talking, I have a habit of interrupting. And
that's a coffee, right?
You gotta stop talking and let the other person talk. Otherwise, it's not fair.
Well, we get going sometimes, and we all talk over each other. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but
for
the chat, sometimes it's annoying, to listen to 4 or 5 people talk over each other because then they can't hear anybody. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Dog update. We do not have the husky. The husky actually did have a home. She's just a little hoochie mama, and she likes to run the neighborhood. So she did not come home yesterday. No. So.
Shame on you. She just wanted a little,
You have a great day too, Allie's nurse.
She wanted to get hers.
Hi, Allie.
Hi, Allie. Hi, Pixie.
Yeah, I don't see
Well,
Pixie.
ladies, I just wanted to come up because Carla said to come up and say hi.
Well,
I took notes
an hour and a half
ago. Yeah, but and I'm usually since I'm on I'm out of work on quarantine, I usually don't catch you because you're on while I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I know it's
right now, but
I think you're.
I've never caught Misdemeanor or Nunya Ninja. I think I saw them the other day on here, but I like your dynamic. It's very fun. It's very refreshing and nice. I like it.
See, thank you.
Well, thank you.
I just wanted you to come up. I wanted to say to you that I have no hard feelings, and I know that I got flack on both sides. Flack for what I didn't do, flack for what I didn't say. But
what were you supposed to do? You're kind of just sitting there like, what the hell is? I could see the look on your face. You're like, what the hell?
I didn't know the history, but it was kind of. It was kind of.
No, it's okay.
Pixie said she loves. Pixie said she loves it. You're hanging out with the ladies this morning.
Yes, me too. Good morning, Pixie.
See? You are loved.
But no, I wanted to say that I've never I actually discovered Amanda Lynn that morning, which was a good thing because she came on and I was like, oh, shut up. And then I, reached out to her. And I reached out to her privately and talked to her, and she's really great. I really enjoy watching her. So it was kind of, meet people through experiences. So it's nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you meet people, I think, when you go in different channels and
especially when we're all living in 6 foot distances, whatever we're supposed to be doing that I don't do.
All over.
I don't either.
No. But it's
Robbie,
nice.
do you model? Do you model, Robbie?
Oh God, no.
No, you should. Honestly, you should. You have the look. You really do. He's got the look.
Oh, well, that's a great picture as well. That's very Paris Hilton. What's Paris Hilton's mom's name? It's very beautiful.
No.
I love glasses.
That was
Andy
last
Lynn-
summer.
Andy
I
Lynn
think I
helped
was actually pissed off too, so I had that pouty face.
Well, it works
I think
well with you.
I take better pictures when I'm pissed off.
Hey, sometimes it happens.
I
I
know
think women actually, no, women do. I think, honestly, that's a good point. I think women really do. The more, except for the whole duck lip thing when you do it too much.
I hate that. I do. It's
Yeah.
like, stop giving me your duck ass lips. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I mean, okay, men, you ran with that too much. That's what happened. Because men are like, oh, I like when you give me pouty lips. And no, that's not a pouty lip. That's somebody's ass. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
And they're overdoing it. So yeah, just
I
be
agree.
yourself. But I was pissed there, and when I saw the picture, I was like, that's not half bad.
Well, you should be pissed off more often. That's amazing.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, some people would say, yeah, she is. She's a real, what, every day. That's right. That's my middle name. I don't care. That's what it is. You get to my age, you don't care anymore about things. It's like, no, everything is. I'm just a happy person in general.
That's good.
Joanne.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Again, I enjoy your dynamic. I'm going to hop in the chat until the melatonin knocks me out. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll.
So glad to see you, Robbie. Come back soon, please.
Yeah.
I will, even if I'm sleepwalking. I'll come back.
Even when they're doing
that'll
all
be the best.
Talk too. Yeah,
right. We can make you do weird things in your sleep.
That would be fantastic. I would love that.
We have a new game today, y'all.
That's right. Let's see what Robbie will do now.
Have a good day, ladies.
You too, sweetie.
You too, Robbie.
Bye. Okay.
Bye, Carla.
Joanne said, Carla and crew, I would like to address those women in a respectful way, that you got nothing to do with our past groups, and telling them I will panel soon. Joanne, you can come up.
That's not ghosting.
Yes, if you address it, it's not ghosting.
Exactly.
But she did say in her own channel.
In her own channel. Yeah, I got to go down in my own channel.
Oh, here's Ginger Locks. Hey, Ginger.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. I love doing thank you, Pixie. I love that name.
She's a sweet chick.
Yes, ma'am.
I like her.
Love her
I
name.
love Pixie.
How's everybody?
Name. Ginger, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ginger's here.
I just found my afro and I'm so happy.
Oh, look at her cute little picture of her puppy.
Carla, can you
Everybody's
hear me?
got a damn puppy.
I can hear you, Ginger Locks.
I can't hear her at all.
Carla can't
Can
hear
you
me.
hear
I can hear her.
Oh, okay.
Why can I not hear people? Every time someone comes up, sometimes I don't hear.
Wait, she didn't talk. She didn't talk. She didn't say anything.
Oh, at first I didn't know.
And now she's talking.
Now I'm talking.
No, I don't hear her.
You don't hear her?
No.
I can hear her.
I can hear her. Yes, I can hear her.
Well, let me jump out and come back in.
Okay.
All right.
I swear to God, I don't hear her.
Yeah, we could hear her.
Not me. I feel left out. Yeah, see, John, everybody's saying great live yesterday. It was like awesome.
It was really good. Okay, Ginger Locks is coming up.
Okay.
Hey, Ginger.
Hi.
There we go.
Good morning.
Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her.
I'm sitting. Please, I just woke up. I didn't even put a comb through this.
You just woke up and you look like that? My God.
Oh my God.
You're gorgeous. Slap it.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I think you're nuts.
You're not. I'm not kidding. Did you see? She just.
No, St. Taco, you don't. Let me call him. I'll give him an excuse.
We're going to give you a doctor's excuse.
Note.
Yes.
I'm literally writing stuff right now.
No,
I have an appointment at 10:45, so I got to fill all this paperwork out.
Oh, wow. How's your mom?
My mom?
Yeah. Wasn't it your mom? Or you went in?
She's going.
I went.
Procedure.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm just starting now some outpatient therapy finally.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that this is going to help because I keep waking up and I feel like I have about 100 bricks on my back. That's kind of what it feels like.
Really?
Yeah, it's just very heavy, very stiff. It's hard to move. But I do not, trust me, I am not looking for sympathy. This is just something that is my life.
Well, honey, I agree. I can sympathize with you because I have back pain too. So I know what you're going through. And I just, it makes you so miserable, right?
There's like takes over everything. And I am not the same person I used to be.
No, thank you. Oh my God. Can I have you over when my guy's like, why are you so cranky? Like, whoa.
Yes. You can have me over as many times. Yes.
So just to explain to him what it's like when you have this pain in your back and you can't do a damn thing about it. And it's just like,
and it's there
reminding you
to go away.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all bad influence. We want to keep Taco from the hellhole she has to go in.
Yeah, poor thing.
Taco, hello.
Bye, Save Robbie. Thanks for coming up on panel.
Yeah, Save Robbie.
Did Save Robbie jump off because I jumped on? Is that what it
was? He said he's taking melatonin to try to get some sleep.
No, I do too. I get it.
Does that work? I've tried that. It never worked.
I would say at least try a 10 milligram tablet, and if a 10 milligram tablet doesn't work, I would double that up. That's what works.
Because there's been last couple of days, especially I think with the weather, my sinuses. So I wake up and I just lay there looking at the ceiling, going, okay. I think I'm going to play my game. So what if the glare bothers him? I can't sleep.
Oh, I'm the same way. I'll watch something though. If I start playing a game, forget it because I'm totally into it. I won't fall back to sleep. I wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just depending on if I can get back to sleep in time.
Yep, that's what he'll go, you're still up? I'm like, be quiet, I'm on a roll. I've never won 4 times in a row. Don't jinx me.
Stop it. Okay, have a great day.
Morning, Rhonda. Hello, Rhonda.
Rhonda.
How are you, Rhonda?
Rhonda.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Yeah.
How are things down in Texas, Mr. Nina?
Today it's going to be in the 70s, and my husband was so thrilled about that.
Ooh.
I forgot to tell him about the 100% chance of rain. Oops.
Hey, but they were saying on our news that you guys are getting a second bout of the COVID.
Well, I think this is their first bout, honestly.
Honestly, I think that since they lie about everything else that they talk about,
right,
and they lie about the death rate, and I don't even believe it. I just stay home. Houston is now mandatory to wear.
I'm so white this year. Like
they're saying, that's what they're saying. The masks are going to be mandatory, and I'm like, were they never not mandatory? You tell me.
My daughter, I went to sign her up. Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. But I went to sign her up. I went to sign her up for a swim team on Monday. Now here Monday it was 94 degrees.
I know.
So they're like 5:30. It's going to be a parent meeting. We're going to tell you a little bit how the swim team this year is going to work. I'm standing there and I have the mask on. I mean, my mask is becoming drenched as I'm standing there because it was for like an hour. They had no places to sit. You weren't allowed to sit on anything. Wow. Because that means you'd have to clean it. So with my back, I'm standing in the heat. I'm like sweating my ass off. And then they're telling us all these rules and how there's zero socializing in the swim team whatsoever because you're all like behind certain kinds of things that you can't talk to each other. My kids were like, we're out. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. It doesn't sound fun.
Well, it's gone beyond insanity at this point. I mean,
absolutely.
If you're immunocompromised, like, for example, ginger lots, there are things you cannot, in the daily life, without a virus or the flu or anything like that, you already know what you need to do. Now, do people need to be aware that there are immunocompromised people in our presence in everyday life and how to be cautious with them? They should. Right. And this is a good thing to have happen in that regard. But to treat each other like we're pariah, and you don't need to go anywhere. I feel like I'm being handled. And I don't like being handled unless it's by my husband. Then it's like.
When I went in and I had the pneumonia, they thought I had COVID. I felt like an alien.
Right.
I had it too. Yeah. And that's it.
I was like, oh my God. I thought I'm like, when are they going to get the prod out for the ass? I'm like, dear God. I
saw that, I'd run.
Go prod my butt. Please go prod my butt.
Well, it was It was great when they came out with the TSA thing after 9/11 because then my mom could go on a date and not really have to, deal with it. She could go get felt up at the airport, But this is a whole different situation where they don't want human beings interacting with human beings, well or sick, and that's
Turquoise, that's
disturbing.
crazy.
We do, like here, we make our own rules. But we follow within the state guidelines, which is really hard because we really have an idiot as a governor, a really, really big idiot as a governor. And I don't think anybody on either side can disagree with that.
Who's your governor? Who's your
governor? Billionaire Governor Phil Murphy.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know him.
I went to Walmart this weekend, and I'll tell you what, wearing that mask in Walmart almost killed me. I hate him. Hyperventilating.
Why is it? Australia is always the first place to run out of toilet paper when there's a new pandemic.
Because on an
guys, I'm gonna send them.
You should have seen our stores here when it first started. That's the first thing people were grabbing off the shelves were toilet paper, and I'm like,
because that's what we were here. That's what we were hearing in Australia. People in Australia were saying that before it happened here. And as soon as it started coming here, toilet paper was gone.
Yeah. What are they having about a diarrhea or something? And then it was the paper towels. I go,
hey, Brian.
As far as I'm aware,
that's shitty. He said. Did you hear what he said? That's shitty. Brian,
listen,
get your
Beaver.
ass up here, Brian.
Come on, Beaver.
Beaver. Come on, we need a man's opinion. That's shitty. That made me laugh. That's shitty. Well,
I figured some things out today.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm thinking, Ems. I'm thinking that they're warming you up to let you know that your kids are not going to school in August.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
and that's you know what? And you know what? I just said that misdemeanor, and I'm like, this is pissing me off because we got laid off back in March because of that, and now they're supposed to start like the end of August.
Jenna, are you outside?
And it's with a new company too. So
I wish Jenna would just set her laptop outside and let me listen to her yard all day. There's
Brian Beaver's here. Hey, Beaver.
Jenna, that's not a black bear. That's Brian. That's run.
Hi, Amanda.
I seen you last night there, Bri.
What I do?
Nothing. I said hi, but
Brian, I remember what I wanted.
Chat is going so fast.
What I wanted you to make a video about.
I
wanted you to do a video of the Golden Girls as us. Like take the Golden Girls and make them us. Because we're always being called old.
Yeah. I might be able to do that. Because
I think you could do it.
Yeah, we're gonna play with that one because we like that.
It's hard. Those are hard to do when you put the.
Yeah, put the voice.
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. Oh, I know she's good at it. I think
I've done it before.
I was trying to edit too because I got a copyright infringement.
And I was
trying to figure.
She'll take pictures and make a video and post it.
I was trying to figure out how to edit in my YouTube studio, and I can't figure it out. I don't know how to cut something out.
You got to be patient.
Oh my God, I love that picture.
A black bear went on your friend's porch this week. He thought it was a possum. How do you mistake a bear with a possum?
You know what? I wonder, since we're doing this whole nobody gets to leave their yard thing.
Yeah.
I don't know where you live. Don't tell me, because I'm a doxer. But since I know nothing about anybody, I'm just gonna start randomly shouting out addresses. And if one happens to be yours, fucking well.
Oh wow!
But, exactly. So I'll say I got it from Brian. So,
hey, no, blame me.
So okay, but no, if we're not going to parks and having picnics and that sort of thing, and we're not going to fast foods, and there's not, because a lot of the wildlife will come like into the city. They do in Kansas City all the time. But if that's not happening, aren't they going to start like looking around our homes like, what you got? Got something to eat? Huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Throw me a burger, dude. What you cook for dinner? So that's kind of scary, actually.
Yep, exactly. Us too, Remy. We said that too. Fuck it, because we're getting tired of it. And like you said too, the mask, it's terrible. You can't breathe in it. It was funny the other day. I was trying, you know how you try to pull those stupid like baggies to put your vegetables in, and it's stuck together. So usually I try to just rub my hands together, or
Thank
I'll
you,
lick
Miss
my fingers
Joanne.
and I get it open. So I went to go lick my finger, and I'm touching my mask, and I'm laughing my ass off. The guy next to me is going, "Well, how do we open this?" I said, "Screw it! Take your mask down and lick your finger, because this is supposed to be, you know."
Well, I don't like it. I didn't like it.
I don't either.
Like going shopping, I hated having that mask on. It was 95 degrees, and
What was 95 degrees?
it was 95 degrees outside. I had to wear that mask,
Oh
So hot.
crap!
and
Was
it just
it?
felt
So hot.
it felt like I was choking. Like
It was awful. It was
And
awful.
then Ron, your glasses fog up. I hate that too. When I try to put my
Well, I
glasses,
didn't wear my glasses, but I was just like, was
this
just
is
like
ridiculous.
moving into it. It's like your breath comes back, and then standing in line
It does,
forever.
and you're all fogged up.
Carla sent me a message when she was out shopping. She says, "I hate these masks."
I do too, man.
Ems. Oh my God. Listen to this. My daughter got her awards in the mail last night. She got the Gold Presidential Award, Athletic Award,
Damn.
Honor Society Award, Award for High Honors, and the Senator Award. Ems.
That's
Go
amazing.
girl.
That is so awesome.
That is amazing. You got to have a party just for that, man. Just you guys and your
I think you should have a party because you're such a great mom that raised such a great kid.
Yeah, I think so too.
But did you order them pizza, Ems? Did you?
She won't order pizza. No,
like,
I
what?
still do it. I always have and kind of tuck the mask down under my nose. That's a good idea. I'm going to start doing that because you know what? I see people in the stores that walk around with just one loop on their ear and the mask is hanging down. And I'm like, well, if they're going to do it.
The people who have the mask underneath the nose reminds me of a guy. If he was to wear underwear and the penis stuck out, doesn't do anything.
Dr. Coffee says it doesn't
matter. And there it is. The penis. There it is.
Dick nose. Remember we talked about that. Dick nose. Where's Simon when you need him?
I saw him yesterday.
Take care, honey.
I saw
you'll be
in the group
listening.
Yesterday.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Because he was like, he came in here and the first thing he said is like, my dick does not look like a nose. I'm going, well, maybe yours doesn't, but most of them do. I mean, you know, the mask with the glasses with the big nose and the mustache to the T. When I see it, I'm like,
Sabrina?
Where's the glasses? There. Yeah, there it is.
Dr. Fauci says that those masks are overrated.
Yes, they are.
He says they don't really do much.
Yes, he did.
No, they don't. Because the doctor told my friend the same thing. He said, for one, it's not good to be wearing it. You're inhaling those fibers. It's not good.
Not only that,
and they're not doing anything.
Becoming a cesspool of nastiness inside. God forbid that gets exposed.
And you got to, throw it out right away because
they did have a death. They had a death of a lady who was wearing one of those masks, fell asleep, and suffocated.
Really?
Oh, no way.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Because we get out to work and we have to have those things on, and we get
I do too, Rhonda.
Physical labor. You can't really breathe. You know,
you can't. It sucks. You really can't.
And you start sweating.
So many things.
Oh, you know, my girlfriend sent me a picture. I laughed so hard, I almost peed my pants. There's this guy that was standing in Walmart at the counter. And I shit you not, you know those big 5-gallon bottles of water that you get delivered to your house?
Oh, yeah.
He cut it out and he put it over his head.
Hey, that worked.
And I was like, she goes, Donna, I was laughing so bad. And I said, girl, I go, how did he? She goes, he cut the bottom out. I said, so that's not working. She's like, she goes, if I was at Walmart, I'd be taking his
That's one we didn't list, Rhonda. Ball gag. So my favorite is the guys who get up there to, speak on television, and they're all standing like shoulder to shoulder touching, and they have their masks on, but it's right below their nose.
Yeah.
It's like
95%.
Did y'all have like an in service on how to do this
Wow.
shit, right? Because I don't think you paid attention, or you weren't there.
Fauci didn't even wear a mask in front of Congress. Yeah, well, yeah. And then how many people in Congress got the COVID so far? I think it was like 6.
Well, my husband works in IT for a pretty big university around here.
That is like,
and it's like nothing but crazy liberal like rules. So they're already crazed by that.
no.
And he sometimes has to go into like the caves while he's down there. They are not allowed to take them in. So he's working in 100 and some odd degree weather, can't breathe. And he has to wear a certain special kind of mask. He can't even wear a mask that he wants to wear. They have to make him wear a certain kind.
Can't
he? Like, it's awful.
What about those masks that have the little respirator thing on there? Does that help at all? I don't know.
I have one.
Does that work or no?
No.
I said I thought. Not at all. Because I saw that, I'm like, with that, does that, because it's the way it's shaped too, it's rounded, so it doesn't look like it's plastered against your face like the other masks.
It's not plastered, and I'm gonna show you here in a second.
Okay. I love this now showing. Oh God, Brian, I just saw your face. Oh my God, it scared the crap out of me.
That's how I look right now.
That's what everybody says to Brian.
Oh my God, I just looked over there. I was like, what the hell is that?
That's how I look when I first like that. Until I walk my face.
Just that he's a ginger.
I got you, baby beauty. I got you.
It's just a ginger sometimes.
That's Uncle Fester.
I know, but it was like I was not expecting that. I just looked over and I did a double take and I jumped back.
There's Ginger.
So this is the one I got.
Okay, yeah.
It's got the thing on the side. Actually, this is my daughter's, but they barely wear it. But it goes around the ears. But it's very roomy.
But it's still hard to breathe
in here. If you go into a place that's air conditioned, it's fine. If you go into a place that's hot, it's awful.
Yeah.
Forget it. They all suck. So.
Yeah, I mean,
trying to find breathable ones.
You know, what is that company by the Army that makes them tactical glasses? They've made called the tactical mask. And actually, it looks like a big cowl neck around your neck, and you pull it up, and it's breathable. They said you can wash it. It's stretchable. There's some kind of weave into that lets air flow, so you're not choking or whatever. I tried to go on the website because it was like 2 for $20, and I'm going, oh yeah. And
you have to work out with them in gyms. How
you can't?
Hell,
no
can you run
way.
on a treadmill?
No,
but they.
I would, and Brian, you did it again, damn it.
Get the fuck out.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Fuck you.
I was like, oh my God, how did she get up here?
I just went, wow, this got interesting. Ooh.
All right, we won't do that.
Yeah, you want to put thank you very much. I was going to say,
Carla's like, what the fuck, Brian?
I know.
Exactly. I know Carla's going, why, Brian? Why did you just do that?
You just ruined my day, Brian. Damn it.
Damn it, Brian. They're going to come after me now.
No.
No, they're not. No, they're not. We're not going to let them. No.
Oh, my God.
There's too much going on anyway for them to get upset about that.
Jenna's laughing. You made Jenna laugh. She's like, now he's Laura.
I wonder if
Brian, when don't they come after you?
They always come after me.
Come on. They come after you all the time.
They're going to come after me anyway, so I get them first, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if it's inappropriate to write, I can't breathe on your mask.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
I get the hell beat out of it.
Yeah, that's a good idea,
Good
Brian.
morning, love.
I'm going to write that. I can't breathe.
Morning.
You got to be careful. Remember that lady got arrested for wearing that I can't breathe shirt over to the Trump rally.
Did she really?
For disorderly conduct, a white lady got arrested
What?
for I can't breathe shirt.
Okay.
Oh.
But they could put other shit that's on T-shirts and they don't. That's fine.
Well, you can't even be supportive of the situation at hand.
I mean, come on. Yeah, that's
Hey,
bullshit.
did you see what Am said?
Hey, did anybody
Brian's
hear?
our problem child.
right. You guys love me.
Did anybody hear that they're trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel?
I just need to spanking it.
Really?
Why?
Wait, what?
Yes,
they're
they
trying
did.
to cancel. No, they haven't done it yet, but they're trying.
You just made me do a little dance in my
I
chair.
can't hear. We're talking over each other. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I like have a head cold this morning, and I'm like my head is bouncing off the walls here.
I couldn't hear either.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
getting real. Go ahead, Ginger
Who
Rock
said
Mom,
what?
please.
Who said what?
All right. What was I saying? Now I lost it.
Oh, I'm
Jimmy
sorry.
Kimmel.
I didn't hear you.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel.
Yeah, so they had noticed they're going back to all of his old stuff from like the Man Show when he was on the Man Show back long in the day, and stuff that he did in his early career where things weren't as taboo as they are now.
Good.
And they're going hard.
Good.
And Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. Mm-hmm.
So what did he do exactly in his past?
The question is, how many times did he do blackface?
Yeah,
That's the
Oh,
question.
blackface. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He actually pretended to be Oprah in blackface, fat, stepping on a Mexican. Just say it.
What?
Uh-oh.
He's gotten crazier then.
But this, no. This was years back. This was
years
long
back.
ago. Long ago.
Okay.
They need to lighten up.
And
It
so
was funny
now-
back then, then it means it's funny now. They need to cut it out.
Yeah.
It shows
I
really
wouldn't
funny.
go back years. I mean, come on.
I have to say, I don't want Jimmy Kimmel. I do. There is a point of Jimmy I like. It's just not. I don't like the politics.
I
want
don't
a
either.
TV show without the politics.
Right.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll shut up without the politics after this.
The family of the original Aunt Jemima, the mother there, the family is fighting to keep her on that label.
That's amazing. Oh wow.
Well,
I think it's pathetic.
You know that game show Fortnite? They took all the props out of that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they did.
Jesus.
Yep.
It's pathetic.
They removed all the
It
cops.
is pathetic.
And they're looking to take there's other games that they're supposed to be taking the cops out of too.
Well, they've never been in Grand Theft Auto.
Let's just wait till the 4th of July and see what's going to happen if people need cups.
Right.
Exactly. Just wait. Because I'm telling you,
Exactly.
I am not leaving my house, or I'm going to go to a friend's house. We ain't going far. And guess what?
No.
There ain't going to be anybody around to help you.
Yep,
So if
exactly.
you really want to see what police are going to be like,
right.
Go cause shit on the 4th of July. And then if you're hurt and begging for somebody, there ain't nobody there.
No, they'll send no, you know what? Miss Ginger Lex, they'll send a counselor over there. That's their new thing.
But I'm bleeding and I'm dying. What is the counselor going to do if I'm bleeding?
He's going to bring s'mores and hot chocolate. He's going to have everyone sit around and talk about how we should better take care of each other and be nice. And make a list of our likes and dislikes.
They took the Uncle Ben's logo away and protested. Come on.
You have to understand, they're taking down monuments of presidents now.
Why don't I see Robbie? Why am I not seeing Robbie?
He jumped off.
Left.
Well, how come she's addressing Robbie?
Who's
Robbie?
Nanya, were you addressing Robbie?
No, now? Remy.
Oh, Remy. Okay. I thought you said Robbie. Where the hell is he? I don't see him. Did he block me?
I thought the 4th was on a Saturday.
It's not.
I'm pissed the 4th is on a Friday. Oh, St. Taco.
Hey, listen.
No, it's on a Saturday. It's on a Saturday.
It is
July 4th is a Saturday.
Yeah,
it's a Saturday, St. Taco.
Yeah, we were bitching and moaning because we don't get the holiday pay because you have to work the day before and the day after, and it's on a Saturday and we don't work Sundays.
Oh, that sucks.
Does anyone want to hear a very interesting story about Andrew Jackson?
Yes.
As long as you say it like that.
As long as it's funny.
She's like all quiet.
Andrew Jackson, I believe was born in Tennessee. I might be lying about that, but his residence was in Hermitage, Tennessee, and he was the biggest son of a bitch that ever walked. He was a masochistic, slave-owning piece of shit. Great president, but he was Donald Trump times 10 if you don't like Donald Trump, right? Mouthy, said what he thought. Thank God he didn't have Twitter. But he goes to New Orleans and meets a woman who at the time, you didn't own property if you were a woman. You didn't have your own money. If you were basically, you were bought and sold between your father and your husband. You know, like, I'll give you this much money if you'll frickin' take her. Okay, good. I'm getting all right. But she had her own money. She built, if you've ever been to New Orleans or seen pictures of, there's a big, beautiful statue of Andrew Jackson in the middle of the square. And then there's these gorgeous, like, apartments, 2 stories all around it. Then you've got the church on either side of it, the church at one end, and then this amphitheater at the other. She actually had, there was another statue, the one that they're trying to rip down now. I think it's in Atlanta, but they're trying to rip it down now, of Andrew Jackson on the horse with a hat, right? She actually had those apartments on either side of the square built, and actually lived in a big part of the upper story of the one side. Like, if you're facing the church, it's on the left-hand side. She actually had them recommission that same statue, but put it facing her side of the building and had him tip his hat to her. In other words, saying, fuck
Come
you, Andy. You will respect me, you son of a bitch. I was like, go girl. Girl power. Yeah, so that was just a little interesting story. If you ever go to New Orleans and you see that, think about me. You're welcome.
We will. I'll
I
make
thought
a
it was
little
great.
sign and
I
say,
promise I will.
Miss
Because
D
he would
was
come down
here.
there and he was so disrespectful to her. And she was a very powerful person in New Orleans. So that's why she had it facing her building, off of her bedroom, tipping his hat to her and being a gentleman. That was the only way she was going to get it out of him, right?
Nice. Like that. I like that.
Cute story.
It is cute.
Story.
I love New Orleans. I love Nolans, y'all.
Nolans.
I want to
Nolans.
go.
Nolans.
I want to go.
I've never been.
Me either.
Never been.
No, I've never been there either. I heard the crime rate is really high there.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's always been like that. Because everybody that's down there is from somewhere else.
Right.
They really.
Can I ask Brian a question real quick?
Yes, dear.
Did you get a chance to watch that documentary by any chance?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I was waiting. Did you send me anything?
I sent it to you through Facebook. Yeah, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I just gotta.
I'll send it to you again. So.
I will, Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're really interested and you want to get that out there. And,
it's out there. I mean, it's over and kind of done with. But,
well, I mean, your perspective.
What is it? Can you guys tell us? Give us a hint.
Yeah, there was a story that was on ID 2 nights ago, not last night, but the night before. When all hell broke loose on YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube because I was watching this documentary. And it's called The 4 Lost Boys of Bucks County.
Oh, wow.
And one of those boys is a girl I grew up with, a girl I went to high school with. It's her son.
Oh,
really? Yeah.
No.
And he's the one who had, like, if you watch it, they disappeared and they found his diabetic bag. Once they found his diabetic bag, they realized there's something bad going on because if he didn't have his insulin, he was dead.
So it's on now, or
you can go on ID channel or
ID
Go, the app, and you can find it. It's right there. It's called The Lost Boys of Bucks County.
Okay.
Tom Mayo is my friend's son.
Or you just look up Cosmo DiNardo. And you can find some of that stuff there too.
Cosmo DiNardo.
Yeah.
I love that name, by the way.
I do too.
That is the voice of devil. No.
Rolls off your tongue, Cosmo DiNardo.
There's a link to some of the story right there, and Ginger and I, we're going to get together and try to put some more out there about it with her perspective on how she knows it as well. That case.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might take me. I really
TV on?
Yeah.
Does someone have a TV on or something? I hear something.
I do not.
Background.
Okay.
I don't.
I hear
that
it,
would be.
I hear background.
It's real quiet here. Everybody's sleeping.
I sorry. That's me.
None, it must be you.
It
must be your
give a TV on.
I just it wasn't even that
it's
loud.
my ghost. Yeah.
Dory, in our neighborhood, well, my best friend in Louisiana, we had our houses were right, like kind of across the street, but like a couple of houses in between us, but we could see each other's front yards, right? And it was like heavy competition every Christmas. Like our husbands were so pissed off. They're like, it's like a landing strip. You can see it a freaking mile away. Our houses lit up like insane. Like you couldn't even sleep at night because the lights were so bright. But we would try to outdo each other every Christmas. I love that kind of neighborhood when you like have competitions on fireworks or competitions on decoration for
Block parties.
Christmas block parties. Yeah,
Oh,
I miss
those
that.
are the best.
Yeah,
I've been to a block party.
Pistols outside and starts firing.
Oh yeah, that's a blast.
Scares the hell out of the dogs, though.
Rhonda, how the hell do you pronounce
I
it?
know that's what I said. Papa.
I
read that too.
A populus.
That sounds Greek.
Well, it is. Like if some dude asked me to marry him and that was
his
no,
name,
that would be a no.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah. I would just say polis.
I'm gonna make it.
Can you imagine signing a check? Can you imagine signing a check with that name?
Why would somebody do that to their kids?
Carla, no one uses checks anymore, Carla, except my mother. Because she likes to stand in line and irritate other shoppers.
I use a check. I use checks. I use check. I have a checkbook.
I'm the girl that's second in line going, are you freaking kidding? She's writing a check.
That's what I do.
I've written a check.
That's what I do. I'm with you, Ms. Demeanor. I give that big one side.
Ryan, guess what? I got my second check from YouTube.
What are you drinking?
I'm so proud.
The first one?
What are you drinking?
I didn't do any. You know what I've been doing with my first one is getting super chatting everybody. I'm going from channel to channel and super chatting people.
No, the other way. Stop.
Dumb.
You did better than the first month, right?
I don't know. I haven't checked how much is in my account yet.
Wait till they send you the bill when they take it all away from you.
I know. Yeah. That's what sucks. Why do they take so
probably
much
overdrawn? Who knows?
What do they take? Like 30%? What's the
sense? 40.
40? So they almost
they take quite a bit. Brian would know more than me.
Jesus. How much do they
take? How much do YouTube take away from their super chat?
Their super chat? In between 30 and 45% sometimes.
What?
Yeah. Why does it?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, on the super chat. Yeah. On the super chat.
If I'd have known that, you need to put up a PayPal link because I would do.
No, I'm not. PayPal. I'm never. That's never going to happen. I'm never putting up a PayPal.
I understand that, Carla. And I get you.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah,
I get that.
That's terrible.
Where do all the problems come from? It has to do with money.
Always PayPal.
Yeah, that's true.
And you start putting your
Remy
PayPal link.
45%.
Start calling you an e-beggar, and I'm not doing it.
Well, somebody had asked me someone said to me, why am I not monetized? I'm like, I don't want
Did you see where Marsha lost her
I can't get over it. I got the email for
it. It makes me wonder if somebody reported her because
I'm wondering about
that. Same thing happened to the Truth.
Exactly the same thing.
And I think somebody maybe reported her.
I agree, Rhonda. YouTube is a nasty.
I know a few others that should be demonetized that aren't.
I could not agree more that this place.
That's because it's run by liberals. That's why. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not say that. I didn't. But it's true. I'm sorry, but it's true. Not sorry.
Somebody burnt down Atlanta's Wendy's.
Everything is run by liberals right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just a minute. They think that the person that
ridiculous.
They think the person that started that fire at the Atlanta Wendy's was Rashad Brooks' girlfriend.
It was.
No.
There's proof.
Yeah. Go back there and burn it down. Yeah, I think they got it. Did they catch her yet?
They showed a picture.
Because in fact, two wrongs do make a right.
Yeah.
Red Rum Media has a post. Go to her post. It shows her. Her name is Natalie White. She shows her in the Target that evening, shows that she's the one she's wearing the same exact outfit that she was wearing in Target, and shows her igniting it. White girl.
Yeah, I just saw her. Yeah, they're saying that she's due in court today.
Yep, she's an arsonist.
Stupid.
Like I said, I think we're going to have a real problem when they take this officer to court, and they're not going to be able to convict him.
Oh, in Atlanta, he did because he shouldn't be where he is.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to convict that cop.
Why?
Nope.
But here's the thing I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Why did they allow those cops to turn themselves in?
Yeah.
Well, it must be a thing with the police that they get that kind of right. I guess they should have arrested. If they were going to arrest, they should have arrested all of them right away.
Thank
exactly. I don't understand that. I don't.
As far as this officer being convicted, you know, in my eyes, if you look at it legally, it was a justified shooting.
Sweetweed. Hello, Sweetweed. No, I
I
guess
don't
I
know.
get here on time to be spoken to. You come in late. Everyone is so engrossed in conversation. No, Sweetweed, I see you. I'm sorry. When people are talking, it's hard to acknowledge people. But I see you. I honestly do. I'll start typing in the chat and letting
Hi,
everybody else talk.
Sweetweed.
Hi, Sweetweed.
I apologize, Sweetly. I'm on my phone and I have no idea if somebody can tell me how to type in chat from a phone.
Yeah.
I try to address it on here, but
Yeah, I
there's
can't type in
a lot
either.
of talking going on, and I don't want to interrupt.
I got
but
my iPad. I could say something.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
It's hard to be on panel sometimes when people are talking. I just kind of got to get in when
Well,
I
I'm trying to acknowledge everybody,
Right.
and it's hard because you don't want to interrupt people.
As far as that Rashad Brooks case,
Okay.
the taser is a deadly weapon in Georgia. Now, this gentleman, he did punch one of the cops. He was resisting, and he ran with a deadly weapon, and he fired at that cop.
And he's also on probation, so he knew that if they put those cuffs on him and took him in,
Right,
that's it. He's going back to jail.
Well, the fact is, he did resist arrest. The officer stole his weapon, and he fired that weapon at him. And I think that the officer made the right choice, because let's say that he didn't fire at him, and he didn't take him down. Let's say he stole a citizen's car, or he ran up in somebody's house. He was drunk, running from the cops, and he had a cop's weapon.
Right.
So then to me, it's a justified shooting. As sad as it is, it's a justified shooting. And I don't think that the court of law is going to be able to convict him because of the fact that the taser is a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
So here's someone running from an officer who fired a deadly weapon at him.
Twice.
Yeah. He didn't hit him, but he still fired it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And some people were saying that they can only deploy twice, so after that it wasn't a deadly weapon. It's still a deadly weapon.
It's still a deadly weapon. And he did it right at you could see him pointing it at him.
Yeah. So I don't think that the court of law is going to be able to convict him. I just don't. And when they don't, and when they have to find him not guilty, it's
going to be hell. Yeah, it'll be hell. I mean, can you imagine if he got his gun? Because that's what he was trying to go for in the first place, was his gun.
Yeah.
And if he got
we
his
love
gun,
that you're here, Sweetly. Honest to God, we love that you're here.
We do.
I appreciate you.
Sweetweed.
And I'll say this too. Imagine for a second. Imagine, if you will, the Twilight Zone. Imagine being that cop, and you're trained a certain way, right? So he's got a weapon. He turns around to shoot at you. You're going to meet that with whether it deploys or not. You know, you're in that tunnel. And there's a really great video, I'm going to find it, about the process of what a cop goes through. And every time they interview them after a shooting, whether it's a good shooting or a bad shooting, right? And they talk about going into that tunnel. They don't even hear, most often, the response is they don't hear their gun going off. And they most often don't know how many times they've fired their weapon. They'll say 1 or 2 times, and it could be 5 or 6. Yeah. So you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about that person stopping them. They've got a crowd around them. They don't know what this guy's going to do. And he is met with deadly force. He meets back with deadly force. Yeah. Now, the utterance afterwards, I got him. I mean, there's never an utterance you can say after shooting someone that's going to go great in court. It's just not. Well, but it is what it is. I mean, you're in that. You've got that adrenaline rush. You got, I don't know, the guy standing on his shoulder or arm.
That's protocol.
Again, it's protocol. It's part of training. And do we need to review training? Maybe we do.
That's protocol to hold him down. And when he says I got him, he don't want other officers to continue to fire.
Exactly.
It's exactly
so I mean,
what that is.
It's just shit all the way around. We need to just stop.
Right.
Just have an adult conversation about it, and everybody stop getting in the streets and tearing shit up and ruining properties.
Leo Wise, come on up here.
Leo Wise.
Come on up here, Leo. Leo Wise.
I'm sorry, Leo's wife.
It makes her
come up.
It does.
That's great, because I've been dying to talk to Leo's wife.
Yeah,
mine too. I want to hear from her.
She came up here before. She gave her perspective on everything, and it's very interesting.
Please do, Leo wife.
Come on up,
I cannot get away from this conversation.
I'll shut up while she's up here.
I will too. I'm going to mute while she's here so I can hear her.
Me too, so I can hear her.
Yeah, same. I will.
So you get all of our attention.
I just want to answer because I know she's Scentsy, and I used to be a Scentsy consultant.
Hi,
and
Leo
I just
wife.
need to get some stuff.
Hello. Hi, sweet Leo's wife. I'm shutting up.
Hi, Leo's wife.
Hi, Leo's wife. I'm shutting up too.
Huh? Can y'all hear me?
Up for her.
What did he say?
We just want your perspective on everything. Like, I know you can't get away from it, but I know you've got a unique perspective on all this. And yeah, sorry, but it always comes up. It comes up.
I know it does. Well, the George Floyd thing, that's a no-brainer. That was disgusting, and there's no excuse for that. So that case, I mean, the cop needs to stay in jail for the rest of his life, in my opinion. Okay. That was disgusting. Now the other case in Atlanta, I have to say, I mean, hindsight's 2020. Okay. Now I look at it as if they wouldn't pussyfooted around with him for 45 minutes, he should have been put directly in the car. And then if he needed to get the DUI specialist there, fine. But what happened was, and I've heard this and it makes so much sense, is in the 45 minutes they were being nice to this man, he was sobering up.
Yeah.
And when he sobered up just a little bit, he was like, oh crap. Yeah, I'm on parole. They let me out because of COVID. I'm going back to jail for a long time. And when he thought that, that's when he started fighting. Yeah. The cop, he took the cop's taser. I don't care if the cop shot the taser 15 times.
Right.
It's not the point. He ran off. He turned around. It's in the video.
He resisted arrest.
The taser at the cop, and he got shot. I mean, whether it was in the back, the kneecap, I don't care where it was. He was a threat. And I mean, I think they're doing these two guys really dirty.
Yeah.
I think that they're making it to where other officers aren't going to want to apply. Other people who aren't going to want to apply. There's going to be people leaving.
That's right.
The DA, I think, is crooked. He's already under investigation. I think he should be, taken off the case, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I also believe the chief of police is crooked. I mean, why would she resign right after this happens? I mean, there's a lot.
Absolutely.
There's a lot to this story. Now, I don't think it's right. He's not getting a grand jury. I mean, there's a ton of things that are really weird about this.
Leo, isn't that due process though for an indictment to go through a grand jury?
See, I thought so too, but I asked my husband yesterday about that, and you don't have to. Now, I thought as an American, right, that there was a grand jury if there was, a murder charge or, any felony like that. But he said there's not. And I was really shocked about that because I thought it was your constitutional right.
Why? Why? There would have been one or two on that grand jury that would have voted to not indict. And if the DA DA comes in on media, if DA comes in on media and charges you, you can skip that process apparently.
Yeah, and I think that it's kind of like, I mean, I'm sure it's happened in other cases too with regular citizens, not police officers, but it just seems like that should be part of the process for everybody. You know what I mean? But I guess it's not. I hope and pray that the jurors they pick are biased. They really go in there for the right intentions. I hope he has a hell of a lawyer outside of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I hope he was part of PBA. I mean, there's tons of stuff that, come into play with this. And I mean, if they did it and charged him with so many things to
get one of them to stick.
Yeah, prevent a riot. I believe. Oh, hold on.
I was going to say, any good defense attorney can pick this case up and get it not guilty with this case.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I got
Okay,
booted
sorry.
and came back. Oh, my puppy's talking.
Well, to me,
It
a lot
sounds
of
like my dog.
while it's good to speculate and talk and have an adult conversation, there needs to be an adult in the room who actually knows how law enforcement officers are trained and the processes that they go through when they encounter a situation like this, because it's different. And unless you're trained that way, and unless you experience what they experience in a shooting incident, you don't understand it. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of that. I found a couple of things on YouTube where all law enforcement officers are actually speaking to, this is what happens to you physiologically when you go through this. And it's a different scenario altogether.
Yeah, my husband has been in a shootout before.
Oh God.
And when your flight or fight kicks in, you have tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? You don't, like people are saying, well, he knew he had shot the taser twice.
No, he didn't.
Well, when you're in that zone and you're already been wrestled, you have fought on the ground with a man or a woman or whoever, then you know they have a weapon. You don't think about, okay, I've already shot it twice, he can't hurt me. You don't think like that. And when the jury's picked, they have to think about what any reasonable officer would have done in that situation. Not the color of the skin, everything's taken out of the picture. No. It is just officer and convict, or not convict, but suspect. Okay, that's what they look at.
And they don't even hear the other officer saying, stop, don't shoot him, don't shoot him. If he sees something outside of that guy's purview, I mean, he is so focused on that guy. He's got a weapon. There are people all around here. Any bad thing, not just to me, can happen, but to everybody. I've got to stop him.
Yeah.
That's it.
He was eliminating the threat. He was not killing a person.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
That was a good point, Captain.
Okay, Captain of my soul says, my thought is, what if he would have used the taser gun on an officer? The officer drops and suspect takes his gun. Then what? I find this justified with the exception of getting kicked after he was shot.
Well, that's exactly the putting the foot on and the kicking. They do that a lot when they shoot someone because they first of all,
they want to make sure they hear. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll shoot a suspect 7 or 8 times and still go over cuff them.
Okay, but has anybody seen him actually put his foot on that man on video?
No.
No, I didn't see that.
It's just been pictures. Okay, first of all, he never stepped on that man. He was stepping towards the man because they rendered CPR to him. That officer went over there and tried to help him. So when people say, and I've heard that a lot, well, he shouldn't have stepped on him or he shouldn't have kicked him. He did. If he did, it would have showed up on the camera. And what he was doing was walking towards the person. I can't remember his name. Rashad, I know, is his first name.
Rashad Brooks.
Brooks. Okay, I can never remember his last name. But he was stepping towards him, yes, to render CPR. Both of the officers that were involved in that gave him CPR. So, that's not told. You know what I'm saying? That's not shown.
That's the problem. That's the problem with the media. They're not doing their job, period.
Well, Captain of my soul says one of my issues with this case is that the autopsy says suspect was shot in the back, but this happened so quick.
Right. He was shot in the back because he was running. He was running.
He was running away.
But in the video, you can see him turning, like when you're running,
to shoot.
And he pointed the taser like behind his back to shoot, to point it at the officers.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, they shot him in the back, but he didn't have a choice. At that time, I mean,
well,
you just don't think that.
If you think about it, he was, when he fired at him, Rashad was kind of
Morning, Diana.
He was facing him,
Exactly.
Even though he got hit in the back, he was facing and directed at him.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and then, more to the story, they fired his stepmom from her job. She was a realtor, I think, and they fired her, took her off the website. I mean, she didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think
they're trying to make an example out of this officer because they dropped the ball on Chauvin and them other ones. They let him sit there for a week, before they got arrested. They dropped the ball on that one.
Right.
Oh, we got another one. Let's make an example of this officer.
Right. Exactly. And and then I'm not saying anything about his family, but he was in jail for beating his wife and children. And it's sad because those kids will not know their dad, but you have all these people raising all this money for this family, and it's like, but what about the officer's family?
Exactly.
I don't know if this guy was married, but if this happened to my husband, we would be screwed. He's our only income.
Yeah.
And
where's all these celebrities going to pay his
right,
bill?
right. And you don't know how long the trial will take, how long he's going to, especially with this COVID mess.
Right.
And the DA even said, we don't want to take it to grand jury because they won't be able to hear the case till at least November. Okay, so just because you have to wait till November, you're just not going to give him that right.
They're not going to find him guilty. It's not going to happen.
It can't happen. There's not enough proof.
I don't think so either. I hope not. He'll never be a police officer again, which I'm sure he don't want to be.
I was going to say, does he want to right now?
No.
My friends who are police officers want to be.
No, if my husband could retire today, he would.
Yep.
Honestly, he's been on the force 20 years, and in 20 years, it has changed so much.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate that. Would you like to come on now?
Leah, I grew up in an area where all my friends' parents were police officers, and all of them, a lot of the guys grew up to be police officers. So I have mad respect for the people.
It used to be that way, and there was a thing on Facebook where this black officer had wrote this real nice letter or post about when he was little growing up, his dad was a police officer, and I guess he went up to chief. I think that's what it said. And he used to always go to work with his dad, and he was so proud of his dad. And so he became a police officer. And he said, I would never, ever want either one of my sons to be a police officer. I don't want them to follow in my footsteps because it's so different now. And it's a shame because, when you have families that, like you said, the dad did it and the sons do it.
Yep.
Now it's like, who would want to do it? It's not a job where
nobody respects you. They're going to throw
right?
bricks at you, and it's okay for them to throw bricks at you, but you can't fight back. Don't fight back. We understand there's a dirty cop in Minneapolis that started all of this. Now we all have to pay the price, and we can't do a thing. So let's just stand here. And that comes from the mayor of every city.
I put a link into Officer Tatum's YouTube channel.
I got cousins. That's how my cousins started because their dads were cops.
Brian, what YouTube channel is that?
I put a link into Officer Tatum's YouTube channel.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Well, he's a former police officer, and he has a really great perspective on all of this.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing that.
I listen to both sides just to see. I don't listen to just one people, but I definitely listen to both sides. But there's a lot. It's just everything's so some people see it one way, some people see it another, and that's the way it is. People shouldn't be, oh, you think that way? Let's go destroy their house and burn it down.
Right. Everybody has an opinion. Yeah. And it's not a big deal, but when you, like some of the people I was friends with on Facebook, I'm no longer friends with because it's about respect. And I don't get on there, being racist or throwing any names out there or anything. And I don't expect it to be done where I can see it either. My husband's never done anything to anybody, and neither has anybody on his squad that I know of. And I'm not.
Your husband's one of the good guys.
Right. And it's not fair. Just like saying, all black people are like that man. No, that's not true.
No.
Everybody's not the same.
No.
And, he was drunk. He had just left his girlfriend's house or hotel or wherever they were. You know, the one thing that I disagreed with in this whole thing was when the Wendy's employee called and the dispatcher asked if he was black. They should have never asked that. They should have said, "Can you describe the subject?" You know, and then the girl that called could have said, "He's a black man. He's such and such, you know, feet tall, weighs about this." But for the dispatcher to say, "Was he a black man?" That wasn't a good thing.
It was a little profile-esque, was it not?
Exactly.
Yeah, profiling, or what are you doing?
But when the officer got there, he didn't treat him any different than he would have treated anybody else. He was nice. I mean,
I think they were being really kind to him during his questioning, and they took too long. I think they were trying to talk him down. They were trying to de-escalate.
Right.
They knew they were going to have to take him to jail, though. Once he breathed.
Yeah.
Once he hit that out, the breathalyzer, they knew they was going to have to take him to jail. And he actually punched one of the officers during that resist.
Yeah, on the side of the face. Yeah.
You don't look, if you want to get shot, punch a cop and take his taser. Seriously.
The non-shooting officer, I don't know if y'all picked up on this, but the non-shooting officer actually developed a concussion from his head being slammed into the ground.
Yeah.
So, you know, add that to the mix of decision making that a cop has to go through, and now he's concussed.
Yeah, and then they charged the other officer with his bullet strayed and it went into an unoccupied car. They charged him with that.
That's so stupid. It's
ridiculous.
That goes to that DA really making some calls that he has no business making. Honestly, I mean, if that's the way he's going to go with it.
That DA is going to go down. The DA is going to go down. The guy's not going to be found guilty based on law, and it's going to be turned into everybody's a bunch of racists, and they let this cop get away with it. That's what's going to do.
And the DA also filed charges before the GBI was done investigating.
Oh,
so the GBI hadn't even released the case. They weren't even finished investigating it, which the GBI investigates every police shooting, and they were not even done yet.
So they're already messing with due process.
Yeah.
Another thing, a good defense attorney, any good defense attorney will be able to, this guy will walk. Any decent defense attorney, he'll walk.
Any attorney could prove this, for sure.
Yeah.
I could tell you that because my sister's an attorney, and I could tell you that's.
Just the fact that Georgia, first the DA said that the taser wasn't a lethal weapon, but it is it's a deadly weapon. It's classified as a deadly weapon in Georgia.
And it was a deadly weapon 2 weeks before when the police, or a week before, when the police officer tased the two people in the car.
That's right.
So you can't do
pick and choose, cherry picking.
Yeah.
It's not like nose picking on the
riot when they find him not guilty, I'm telling you.
Well, I hope so, because and here's another sad fact of the whole situation. All right, let's just say, for all intents and purposes, this is a good shooting, which I believe that it is. You've now removed two, from what I saw in the pre-situation, like with the 45 minutes of walking him through the things and being so polite to him, and then he turns on him. You just removed two really good officers off the street. Now, y'all can take that and run with it and say, oh, misdemeanor approves of people being shot. Listen, shut up. You know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I mean, there's good ones out there. And I want to see what your life is like when you remove all the really good officers off the streets, or the people who wanted to, since they were little kids, wanted to be cops because they want to do something for their community. And now they're not going to apply for a job because of all this mess.
I think this officer also had a pretty good record as well.
He did. He had won all kinds of awards and everything. And that's the thing. The other officer in the Floyd case had a bunch of, bad, like complaints and stuff, where these two officers had none. So they can't use that against them. You know what I'm saying? Where in the Floyd case, that guy was a hothead. I really think. Yeah,
Kelvin had 17. There were 2 shootings, and a couple of them were against African American folks.
Right. I mean, when you have a 15 complaints or 15 IAs on you, and then you do something like that, well, yeah, you should go to jail. I mean,
I think they might want to look into, because they train officers to shoot to kill, and I think I do think in some cases, you know, like let's say he took this guy's kneecaps out.
Right.
But see, when you have somebody pointing a weapon at you and you're running, you just want to stop them. And they do train officers to shoot to kill. And maybe they should, you know, maybe they can do
try running at somebody who's going to hurt you. You're afraid they're going to rob you, whatever. With a handgun in your hand, try running after them, okay, and shooting a moving target. You know, people go to target practice all the time. It's a stationary target. I mean, that's easy. But when you're, come on, really? And the thing is, too, when you go, if you own a handgun, and I'll take True Helper's not here this morning, so I'm speaking for him. Please go get trained.
Right.
Please go take defensive tactics or some way to defend yourself. You're going to need it probably more now than later.
Both but when my husband and I are going to. We're both doing it, Mr. Mead.
Good.
But
when you go to be taught how to use your weapon,
I'm terrified.
The first thing they're going to tell you is always assume it's loaded, and there's one in the chamber. Always. I don't care if you know for a fact it's not. Always assume that. Number 2, do not pull that weapon out until you are absolutely you're going to kill somebody. That's your mindset. It doesn't matter if they die because they're coming at you, and you need deadly force to stop them. Do not ever aim for anything other than center mass. Don't, I'll just wound them. You may not. And then guess what? Okay. Yeah. Everybody, there's a big argument of, well, what if they get your weapon and use it against you? Well, if you follow those 3 things, you're probably not going to end up in that situation. But people saying, well, you know, I took it out and I showed it to him because I just wanted to scare him. No, ma'am. You take it out with intent to kill that person, and then that you're good to go, because you don't want to kill somebody accidentally. You don't want to get caught in a situation where they get your weapon, and if you just pull it out to scare them and you're not mentally prepared to take them out, that could very well happen to you. You know, if home invasions are huge, people just, you know, grabbing your car trying to take it. And here in Texas, our car is our property. Just saying. Road rage in Houston changed dramatically when that happened, because people own guns and they can say, well, I felt threatened, so I shot them.
I mean, for me, what made me decide, okay, I need this, was when, you know, my parents were being targeted, their neighborhood, because a lot of police officers lived there when Philadelphia was being rioted a few weeks ago. And it was a fact. They got into the neighborhood. The neighborhood that we lived in, Philadelphia, is so confusing. There's no rhyme or reason to how this twists, turns, moves, and whatever.
Right.
It's not a square. So they couldn't get out. So there were a bunch of kids from out of state begging for mercy when my friend John got there, because John's a big dude. And John's just like, he said they're so lucky because they wanted to go in and start destroying. They went around slashing tires, keying cars. But my parents lived a little bit further from there. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I felt helpless for my parents.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do?
And so they were having like a meeting, and I'm thinking, do I go all the way down there? But what the hell can I do? Someone's going to knock me over, like get the arthritis person that I am, and be like, good luck. I would never make it.
Well,
but at least I knew they were being taken care of. They're surrounded by good people and even police. So good police officers. So that just makes me feel better.
My children grew up, and Leo's wife will tell you too, my children grew up around guns. My ex-husband was a cop. They never messed with them. We didn't have to tell them all the time. It was just, this is for Dad's work. Do not touch it. And that was all that needed to be said.
I always knew my dad had one. I knew my dad had one, but I didn't know where it was. Now, my Uncle Joe, he was a hunter. He had tons of them.
And you didn't mess with them?
No.
Right.
Didn't go near him.
He might use one on you if you messed one up. I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, he might have. Yes, he might have.
I've never owned a gun personally until this last year, and I'll be 55 in August.
Wait, Leo dropped off. I forgot I was muted. I was talking. Leo dropped off. Leo's wife dropped off, and she's coming back.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I need to get her information because I got to get some sensey from her.
And guns are not bad things. People are bad things, and when you put yourself in a societal situation where you're honest and you're wonderful and you're a hardworking citizen and you willingly hand over your gun, just remember, bad guys don't do that. They keep theirs. So
Yeah.
It's not a real smart thing to just say, you know what, you're right. Guns are so bad. Guns are not bad. People are bad.
You know what? Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I used to think, banning guns was a really good thing at some point. And since all of this stuff has gone down since COVID, I think it's I think everybody should have one to protect their family. That's it.
Look at Chicago and Washington,
Oh
D.C.,
my
the
God.
toughest gun laws in the country, and they have the highest death rate by gun.
Jesus Christ. That's insane what happened with Chicago.
Well, yeah, Chicago. Yeah. If you just look at the facts, like I said, do the homework, connect the dots, and decide what's really going on, But my heart goes out to the police officers.
I wonder when Trump's going to send the military in and take back Seattle.
I think
you know what's going to happen if these people keep fucking around like they are. Watch, and I know he doesn't want to. I'm not saying that at all. But you know what happens if we declare martial law?
Yeah.
Trump is your president until there's no election in November.
I just said that. I was on mute, but I just said that it's going to go to martial law. Absolutely.
Yeah. If they don't stop it.
Well, look at the stupid Seattle governor. This might be the summer of love, and you got people shooting them down in there.
Shit. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm like, the summer of love. Like, you should have never been a mayor. You should have never graduated from college or high school, mind you. You are not a bright person where you just want to have anarchy in your town, and you want to ruin everybody else who lives there, family living space.
Right.
Send her on a rocket. Send her to Mars. She's
right. I think Trump just waiting. He's trying to prove a point.
He is.
He's trying to prove when you have Democrats running your state, they're not there to protect you. They're not. They don't care about you.
Listen, when it gets to a point where a presidential candidate can walk into a predominantly black city, hold up his hands and say, "What do you have to lose?"
Right.
And they go and vote for you. He's got a point. And I also think too that people forget he's not the king. He can't just randomly go start doing shit. There are things he can put into executive order and do it that way because it could be erased by the next guy, and that's fine. I kind of like that feature if it's not abused. But he can't just go write law. There's a reason we have a Congress. It amazes me so much that people think that, okay, for one thing, they think that if somebody breaks a law against you, that you can just go file charges against them. You can't. The DA has to do that. Yeah. If you want to sue them civilly, have at it.
Right.
You can get money out of them. But if it's a criminal charge, even though you're a victim, you don't have a right, thank God, because how many people would think you were a criminal and just go start loading up the courthouse and having you in legal bondage for the rest of your freaking life just because they don't like you, right? There's a reason that law is there. So you have people that you vote in who make those decisions, and they press those charges with enough evidence. They think they can win a case against that person and put them in jail. That's how that works.
The DA won't even take a case unless they know it's a conviction. They got to feel sure it's a conviction.
Right. Or they can get a plea out of it, which is in actuality a conviction. Because you'll see these DAs with this like 99% conviction rate. Yeah, well, 85% of them are plea deals, and they're still out on the street. I mean, I get it, but it's still kind of janky. I never really liked it. Cops hate it, just so you know, because they do a lot of hard work to actually put bad people behind bars.
Tell you about my favorite sunglass brand.
That's my phone. There.
That's your phone?
Yeah. YouTube just started playing on it. My phone is crazy.
Yeah, they're listening to you.
It turned out if it was a Caucasian person that was killed and we were under the Obama administration.
Oh Lord.
Let's say a bunch of white folks got out here and started tearing up Martin Luther King statues and going after anything that's that is good for the African American culture. I believe that Obama would have sent the troops in immediately.
Well, but it's kind of coulda, woulda, shoulda. But what we need to do at this point as a country, as a nation, is sit down and have a dialogue about what the hell's going on right now. Are we going to allow anarchists to run our country? Because these people are not Black Lives Matter. They're not all these organizations. They're getting paid by somebody.
George Soros.
Yeah, exactly. Are we going to let that happen? Okay, if we're not, then how do we stop it? Are we going to allow our police officers to be treated the way that they're being treated? Are we going to continue to suppress Black people? Because that is going on, y'all. It is happening.
It is.
Oh, did you read what Smokey said?
What?
Hey, my job just got shut down. 200 people, fucking COVID-19. Fucking fun flu, as the president says.
Yeah, he's an electrician too, so.
Jesus,
Wow.
Smokey, that's crazy.
Well, Smokey, get that unemployment money till the end of July.
Storm, I can't let you up because there's
just,
6 people on the panel.
Here, I can jump down. That's not a problem. But
or I can.
I was just saying, like, he was just the other day. Remember, he was like, "Oh, someone came down with COVID." So
he was just talking about that the other day.
And then he didn't have to quarantine, and now he's got to quarantine for real. Poor dude.
Well, you just now quarantined anyway, didn't you?
I'll jump down for a while, Carla, because I got things to do.
He was never
all right.
Okay, honey.
Was he?
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
About it, Rhonda.
Gail, you can come up now. There's a space.
Please come up, Gail.
Yes, please come up. I want everybody's perspective on this.
Who needed my son? Who wanted
interesting for me, like to see if that's how I learn. That's how I learn.
This exactly. This is not saying I'm
there you go, sweetie.
Wrong. This is sharing our
there you
opinions
go.
or what we think is
you
going
can come
on.
Up now.
When it comes to politics, we never know what's right or wrong because they all lie. Every single one of them.
They all lie.
They all lie.
They do.
So why should we believe a bunch of liars? I don't know. I don't believe
it's getting creepy. It's really getting creepy. And every commercial I see on TV is about go out for dinner, and they've got this dad out there grilling on the grill, and I'm like, I am so being managed. And I asked my ex-husband, I'm not one to manage.
I'm kind of tired of everywhere I go.
Hey,
like
Smokey.
Yeah. What's up?
I thought Gail was coming.
All right, why don't I jump down? Leo's wife, I'm going to send. I don't know how to get in touch with you, but I got to get some sense.
I just put my email in the chat.
Oh,
just email me.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And I will send you my link.
All right. I would love to talk to you too, because I was a Sensi rep.
Absolutely.
So pick your brain.
I want Sensi. I've been meaning to do that, but I'm broke. So yeah, as soon as I get money, I'm coming to find you.
I need some light bulbs and I need some sense. So that's what I'm coming.
All right. Yeah, my email's in the chat.
I'm going to go get it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Hey, Smokey. What's up?
Mommy of 3 girls. Hey.
Hey, mommy of 3 girl. Oh, here comes Gail Storm.
Yay.
That's my homie, MO3G.
Hey, Gail.
Well, as long as I'm still your side piece, we're good, okay?
Winning.
Huh?
I just wanted to say that my son is a state trooper. He's college educated. He's also an officer in the military. My husband is also a law enforcement officer. And to be honest, these officers are abused.
Yeah, they are.
Verbally, constantly.
I believe that.
Yeah, my husband was called last night. He worked at the hospital. He was called a pilgrim N-word.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh my God!
I've never heard that.
The hell is that?
I've been called a bootlicker.
Called what?
A pilgrim?
A bootlicker.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That is so wrong.
I know that police officers do. I know police officers do get a lot of crap. I've been arrested a few times, and when you get arrested, you're pissed off, and you call them every name in the book and spit on them, kick at them.
Well, the thing is that most normal people, when they get arrested, they comply.
Most normal people do. I mean, but let's say I've been arrested. If you get arrested when you're drunk, you're not normal. You're gonna be.
Oh my God! It just hit me.
And now I have the utmost respect for police officers. But I'm saying in the past.
But then you have some people that don't comply. They are angry because you arrested them.
Yep.
And they're going to fight you no matter what.
Right. And going back to ancient history, but Rodney King, watching that, and my ex-husband and I fought about this one hard. He's like, that's just wrong. I said, no, you don't know how they're trained. You don't know what it's like in LA. You don't know the drugs out there. They know everything about that man. They asked him to comply repeatedly. He didn't. He kept getting up. They would go in, they'd hit him, they'd jump back. They'd ask him again to comply. It's not like they stayed on him. Go back and watch that footage because they know what these drugs do to these people. And they're like animals and they don't sense pain like a normal person would. And they are out to either get you or get the hell away or whatever they're going to do, but they're dangerous.
I just have
even back then.
Disagree on the Rodney King thing.
I know. It's okay. Tell me what you tell me what you think, Leah's wife, because I want to know. I do.
I think that they were mad at him and they was whooping on him for about. They didn't know they was being taped from that balcony. And I think they beat on him for 9 minutes. But I mean, he was doing 110. He was doing 110 down to 405, and supposedly he had been smoking some crack, and they were on the way with 3 friends to a park, and they were drunk off Old English 500s. So they was pretty lit, but I don't know.
But Smokey, they had other things in their system. It wasn't just that.
They did.
Wasn't it PCP?
Yeah,
yeah.
A thing called Sherm, which is PCP mixed with marijuana.
Right. Because that's awesome. Yeah.
Damn, Smokey, you've ever of information this morning, brother.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Smokey. If you're a police officer and you're of your right mind, and you've got this big old guy, and you've got his rap sheet, everybody knew him. And were they pissed? Yeah, because let me tell you, when you're in a vehicle chasing somebody doing 100 and plus miles an hour, you're thinking of everybody they could possibly kill.
Yeah,
it's not just that they didn't like him; it's they wanted him off the street.
I just had a hard time believing that they'd get that Hyundai Excel run 115 miles an hour.
Hey, they said that he passed a wife and a husband that were off duty on the 405 running over 100, and they got off the exit ramp and saw him blazing past them and immediately jumped back on the freeway. You know how you can get off and then jump right back on? They did that, and they followed him. And then he cut down a bunch of side streets and was blazing through red lights and stoplights.
But Smokey, go back and look at that video. Go back and look at the video. They didn't beat on him consistently for 9 minutes. They did not. And I will fight to the death over that one because LAPD is trained a certain way. They backed off, asked him to comply. He would not. They got on him. They backed off.
The guy that taped it, that was the very first day. He bought that video camera the previous day. He didn't have that video camera but one day, and he taped it from a balcony.
Get back in here.
I just encourage, like locally, I don't know how everybody else's police department does, but I encourage people, go on a ride along.
Yeah.
Go on a ride along one night. Especially on a weekend.
I have. And
I really think that especially now, just to see, look at how people look at cops just at a stoplight or when they walk into a restaurant. My husband can't even go eat at a restaurant right now in uniform. He can't even do that.
That's some bullshit.
He can't go get a coffee. I mean, the only way he gets a coffee is if he goes to a gas station and makes it himself. I mean, it's disgusting. It is so disgusting that
you said do a ride along. I have done a ride along, except I was in the back.
That doesn't count. That does not count. And also go on a weekend day and go on a payday weekend because or a holiday. That'll triple it, man.
Around here, they got a thing called the DUI mobile, and it's a big old Greyhound bus that they go and they'll set the Greyhound bus across the road, and it'll be a roadblock. And whenever you get caught, whatever, like a DUI, I've never got one, but I'm just saying it.
Don't lie about it.
But I know a bunch of people that does have them. And sure as the world, whenever you get, they get you and you've been driving drunk. They put you on this big old Greyhound bus. That's called the DUI mobile. So it's like a
Smokey.
We have one of those here. They do have them at DUI checkpoints. Yeah.
It's so simple to pick up a phone and call a friend or get an Uber. Come on, taxi, something.
They got an app now that'll tell you where all the say there's speed traps and DUI checkpoints. There's an app now that'll tell you where that's at. I can't remember what it's called, might be called Watch Your Six or something like that.
Smokey, they got this strip club out here that if you call them up, they send out a van with a big old pair of boobies on top of it, pick you up.
Hey, that's classic. They got them around here where they will take you home.
Yeah, they pull up like, honk, honk, come on. He's like, no, let me run around the back. She's in the front of the house.
Here's what I don't understand, okay, in all honesty, because I've heard it happen a few times down here. But, you pick up a drunk who's just mowed down a family of 4, okay? Well, why isn't the bartender more responsible or the bar owner?
They are here.
But you don't ever hear
they're
about.
not allowed to serve you.
Well, yeah, but how often are they, dealt with? Whether they get a fine?
Now, I'll tell you what happened here. There was one guy that was getting served a bunch of liquor, and he was drunk. He goes outside to fight this Vietnam veteran. He hit the guy one time, and he killed him. So the wife of the guy that was the veteran turned around and sued the place where he was drinking and got some money. But yeah, I know I got a good friend that's a bartender, and they get in some trouble if they serve and the person is openly drunk as hell,
That's
But Rhonda, to that point, great, they lose their liquor license, and that's great. They should never be allowed to serve anybody ever again. However, if somebody leaves your bar that you have overserved and they're getting in their car and leaving, right? And they kill 4 people in a car. Is that not an accessory to murder or negligent homicide or something like that? I mean, really?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's not a hard enough slap on the wrist. They need to smack them in the face.
Dude, you want to take, I understand what you're saying. You're right. I'm with you. But damn, giving somebody like 30 years for serving them alcohol, damn, that's tough.
Well, at some point, you got to get their attention. Stop over serving them. Tell them you're not leaving. Give me your keys. Or, you know what? If I owned a bar, everybody have to hand over their keys when they walked in the door.
I also think that if they catch these drug dealers out here selling heroin, they are charging with attempted murder.
Hey, Brian, would you rather do 30 years in jail or get your dick cut off?
If you have your dick cut off, it's a life sentence, brother. So I'll do the 30.
Oh, sweet wheat.
I'm trying to keep pressure.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
How's it going?
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to help put people back together in ICUs that have been hit by drunk drivers. Drunk driver always walks away. Why is that?
14 days, y'all.
Okay, what happened, Smokey?
All right, so I was just now. Hold on, I don't want to wig people out in the store. They'll flip out.
Chick, I know. Is that not the most disgusting thing? Chicky swatter. I didn't even know that because I've turned off my news. It's depressing. But when my husband told me about it yesterday, I'm like, when you're freaking kidding me.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to drop off, guys, because I am actually making dinner for my husband's squad tonight. So
you're awesome.
I got to go finish. But y'all have a good day.
I love you so much, Leo.
Love y'all. Y'all have a good day.
You too, honey.
All right, nice to see you. Bye.
Hey, Tawanda.
It's good to get her perspective from that, Leo-wise.
All right, so here's the story. Listen, I was just now on the 5th floor, and I walked up to this guy who was he was pacing, and I said, "What's wrong, bro?" And he says, "Man, dude, I just tested positive for COVID."
Shut up.
I said, "Bruh, what the fuck you doing here, man?" And he says, "I'm fit to go home." I said, "Bro, I'm within 6 feet of your ass." I said, you should have never came back in the building." So immediately after that, I get a phone call. Huge meeting in the lobby. So we all go down there. Job site is shut down 14 days. I have a mandatory COVID test I'm about to go take. And also it's paid. So I'm about to sit back, chillax, jump in a bunch of pools, and hope I don't got COVID.
I'm so jealous.
The guy goes, he acted like I'm some dumbass, and he goes, "I'm what they call asymptomatic." I said, "Yeah, motherfucker, I know what that is."
Asymptomatic?
Yeah, I was pissed, y'all. I was mad. When they called me and told me we was fitting to have to go home, I said, this damn idiot's gonna come up in here testing positive for COVID. What kind of dumb shit is that?
Huh.
Did he know he was positive?
No, so check this out. He had been having
I haven't thought about that shit.
Back and forth. And like we were all iffy about it. Like, dude, this dude what's wrong with this dude? And
Chick,
sure
do you want to come up?
COVID. Who?
Chick Eastwater, you want to come up on panel? Because you just said something I have not even thought about. But damn, COVID. Okay, they're testing with the secretions in the nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what if it is a DNA grab?
Oh, that thing is so awful.
I heard they're hitting you with the shot when they test you with the COVID. Somebody said that.
Said what?
They're hitting you with the vaccine and stuff, all the shit they want to give you when they ramrod.
Are they? Oh, hell no.
Well, if you look up that tweet that Trump was talking about, where he's trying to get people to figure out what the word "COVID" means, just look that up. They say that when they're injected, they say that when they're putting the cotton in your nostril, that they're actually giving you a mind-altering drug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
COVID. Look it up.
Oh, Cinderella, honey.
Look it up
The
right
DNA
now.
grab is possible. I mean, it's all possible.
Well, another thing too, my aunt went to the doctor to get some medication, and the first thing they told her was, "Well, we're going to go ahead and get a DNA test." And I'm like, "Why? Why did they test your DNA?"
A DNA test.
Yeah, listen to this. I said, "Why are they testing your DNA?" Well, to make sure that I'm getting the proper antibiotic for whatever I'm sick for. And I'm like, bullshit.
Nope.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Well, you got to figure this. Everybody's on the internet right now. Right now in this, they have our digital footprint.
Right.
So, and they say that everyone is going to eventually have to be tested for this COVID. So a DNA grab is probably the best way to get a DNA grab. If you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
It's also the best way to inject things.
But what do they want with our DNA?
BSJ, I got a digital
clone us?
Information is power. I mean, information, knowing everything about it's power. It's total power. Yeah, I don't know why. Just think the powers that be. If they had everyone's DNA, everyone's digital footprint.
Well, I mean, think how nuts we are over cloning on YouTube. What if they actually really for real clone you?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Clone the hell out of them.
They've already cloned animals.
I wish I had a little clone. I'd be like, get your ass in there and do the dishes, make a pizza.
Yeah, they're not microchipping me. They injecting me with nothing. I don't know what it is. No.
Yeah, they've always had stand-ins in Hollywood and politics and So what's the difference from cloning?
I have a buffer.
I will say this:
that make them go to work for me.
Mommy of three, and Cinderella bring up a really good point. You know, we're supposed to be rulers of this planet. I mean, God left us in charge, right? If you believe in God, and I do, I'm just going to put this out there.
I love it.
But if it's a higher power or whatever, then do that. But you're supposed to pray for people like that, like Cinderella's son was saying. They just came up to him and said they're killing black people when it's time to kill the cops. And he called Mom and said, "Mom, please pray for these people." And they do need it. They need to pray for guidance, pray for, for them to understand what's going on, for their eyes to be open and turn away from what they're doing.
Pray for them or bless their heart.
Right.
You know, you're right, though, man. A little compassion goes a long way.
It does. Well, and taking it to God and saying, deal with this because it's beyond me. And He'll take care of it.
He can handle it all.
So, yeah, I absolutely
but he handles it the way he wants. You know, my religion is, my religion is you shouldn't have to pray because everything's being seen anyway, according to Christianity. That's we kind of think like that.
Well, but here's the thing that the Bible says about that, Brian, is that all of the good intentions in the world and all the stuff that He put in that book is great, but it takes His creation's tongue to speak it into existence. So when you get up in the morning, you go, it's going to be a shitty day. Guess what you're going to have?
Yeah, like what you put out to the world, you'll get back.
That's right.
A lot of us believe that as well.
That's in the Bible as well. So when you put out there that this madness stops, these people's eyes are opened, they see the error of their ways, they get an understanding of what's really going on, and they change this. then that's spoken from your mouth, and it's spoken, and then he can do something with that. That's the Christianity belief there. So do that when you get up in the morning. Say it's going to be a great day, and Lord, thank you for opening these people's eyes and their ears and changing this situation.
All right.
Like it's already done. It says, speak things that be not as though they were. That means it ain't happening. You don't see it. But because you have faith, you know it can be. So you speak that into existence and watch what happens.
And then there's a lot of situations like this one that's a bad situation. If this turned out, let's say this turned out to be a good thing, and then everybody ends up being united, there's no more racism, then they're going to look back and say, hey, all that rioting was a great thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
We try to believe in it like that. You know, like we do know that God allows these types of things to happen if there's some better purpose. But we just don't see the better purpose right now. You know what I mean?
Or because enough people aren't saying the right things. And I know that there are. I know there's churches and synagogues and mosques and whatever across this world that are saying the same things. And yeah, Brian, I do believe that sometimes, like Garth Brooks says, sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. But
I thank God.
I knew. See, all I had to do.
Smokey does that.
Y'all are welcome.
But yeah, when you're talking to the man upstairs. Just
well,
because
he's got a lot better than Ben does, that's for sure. Smokey.
What happened?
Oh wow, turquoise. God, that's horrible.
I was finishing that song in my head because I didn't want to blare y'all. He say something. Just because he didn't answer doesn't mean he don't care. Some of God's greatest gifts are misdemeanor taken.
I know. No, here's a perfect example. I just thought of it. And I don't know who listened to Diane's live over the weekend, but when she was talking about her sister, and she prayed for her God to make her sister whole.
That was kind of moving there.
Oh, I'm bawling, driving down the street, like crying my head off, trying to go into the store. I was like, Diane, stop. I can't cry for these people. But, you know, she made a perfect point. He did exactly what she asked him to do.
She did. He did save
heal her and make her whole.
Yeah,
and she is healed and she is whole. Now, it may not have been in the manner that she wanted it, but in the manner that he needed it to happen.
Yes,
so you do have to stand back from that and say, my prayers aren't getting answered. Oh, they are. It may not be that you won the lottery, because I keep praying that one and it's not happening. And I want to go shopping.
Somebody else did, so that prayer was answered for someone else.
No, they need to float me alone, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, it's just...
I hear that we're supposed to get another stimulus check here coming at the end of July. I don't know any. I haven't looked into it. It's supposed to be another 2,000 for a head of household.
It just needs to be. It's going to be closer to the election, so he could say, "I gave y'all fuckers $5,000. You better vote me back in."
We're going to pay for that for years to come. Trust me. If you got that,
hell yeah,
it's coming. These prices are going to skyrocket.
We never got one.
Going to be paying for that.
Never got them. First.
You're going to draw your tax return from next year, and they're going to be like, yeah, but you owe us 1,000, so we'll take that. If you get a return. They're going to be like, oh,
when are you expecting that check to come in? Like, when are you getting it?
I don't know. I'm going to dig into that more, but I heard it was, and Trump approved it the other day, and he said that it was going to be generous.
Well, you know, a lot of
make fun of my daddy.
$2,000 is helpful. I mean, you know, but.
Hey, Brian, have you?
Day, so
I know you want to be working, but still.
I kind of get pissed off. Like my boss, his 18-year-old daughter, she worked for 2 months at a fast food place, which but they had to stop because of the COVID, and it's built up. Her unemployment built up, and they gave her a check for $8,000.
Holy crap!
And she worked part-time in fast food, $9 an hour. And I'm out here, my back hurting and everything. I was like, "Damn, dude!"
About 8,000. What's the deal there?
She got her.
That was her whole. Yeah,
she got her pay plus the $600 a week for all those months. For how it took like 3 or 4 months to get her the check.
Oh, okay. So she got it all at once.
Yes, yes,
pay.
Pretty Bird.
She got her
That
pay
was
and
sickening.
$600 a week. Yeah,
That's a lot of money, dude.
she's a good girl. I mean, she deserves it, but it's just, you know, for a guy like me, a guy working every day, I'm like, damn, I can stay home.
Really?
But I'm happy for her though. The first thing she did though is when I bought one of them $1,200 iPhones.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were going to say TV.
Don't buy food. Don't buy food.
First thing I do is buy a big old quarter bag of some good sticky.
Oh, come on, Smuggy.
The purple shit that sticks to the wall. Is that what you're talking about, Smokey?
Yeah, that shit. Yeah,
the purple shit.
He said he wants some of that shit that made Elvis's
Well,
leg.
let's go on vacation. Yeah. Government's money.
I can't mess with that.
Right, mommy.
Yeah,
Right,
go.
mommy of three. Exactly. But you know what? Point taken. Okay, Pretty Bird. That's absolutely true. That was disgusting. And going back to what? Who was it? It was
disgusting.
Carla M said the what you speak out of your mouth is what is abundant in your heart. So just connect dots. Connect dots.
Connect the dots. Yeah.
Out of the mouth spoken, there the heart is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're running around talking some heavy smack on some people.
The thing is, you have to open your own eyes. Nobody can tell you who to like and not dislike. You have to look at what you yourself have in your heart.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, you know what? I may not like somebody and you may love them and we have totally different points of view, but you like them for a reason. And I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm not. So if I sit in here and tell you why I think somebody's bad, I'm just as bad as they are because they're running around telling people who's bad.
Right.
Decide for yourself.
Yeah, for whatever reason, you have to decide who you like and who you dislike. It's not going to be the same. We're not all going to like the same people. It ain't going to happen.
Laddicock. That's hilarious.
Laddicock.
You know what? Laddicock, she's actually going to see if she can hire the one that Laura hired. You know.
Oh, did you
just saying?
Poor she's going to be backstage.
Getting on an attorney for the clones. She's getting an attorney for the clones.
Poor Remy.
I love Remy so much. I wish that they would just all fucking go away and leave her alone.
I talk to her, you know, and she can cause a little bit of shit, but I feel sorry for her.
But that's just it. She doesn't.
She doesn't in here.
She doesn't in here. There's never an issue with Remy.
She's never said a bad word.
She gets herself in messes somehow.
Well, you know what?
Not that bad. I like talking to her. She don't talk to me much anymore. So there, Remy, you're mean.
Oh, did y'all see? Oh, listen to this. This is the best one yet, right? So the parents that the kids that are going to Harvard are fucking suing Harvard to lower the tuition because they're all at home taking courses on a computer. Go parents. Go parents. Hell yeah. I ain't paying you 30 grand a damn semester. You can kiss my ass. My kid's sitting at my house, eating my food on my computer, taking your damn classes. So
that's right.
Suck it.
Anybody can do that. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, Remy, I feel sorry for you, sweetie.
Yeah, they be giving Remy hell, don't they?
Remy, did you hear that joke I told on here yesterday? About diarrhea being hereditary because it runs in your genes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I know. I'm sorry. That was a really shitty joke.
Here comes Brian with his lingers.
That was a shitty joke. I'm sorry.
And in the vein of doing your own homework and connecting dots, when you're in some chats. And all these Remy clones show up. Pay attention what chat you're in, and pay attention who's on that panel screaming the loudest that Remy's that bitch and Remy's that. And Remy's connect that dot. Okay, connect it.
Yeah, I know. She's not that bad as people try to make her look like this villain. I mean, she does do things, but she's not that bad. I like talking.
She's my precious person. I love her.
She's so
I fuck with Remy.
She's so cute. I always make her face turn red when she comes on camera because she's so cute.
The hernia repair.
She's a precious. That little baby's precious too.
She what?
The baby called me Mr. Smokey.
We're protective of Remy in this chat.
And other people as well that have taken a beating.
But she takes a lot. She takes a lot, the big beating, and she keeps on ticking. She takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
You need to change your name to Timex instead of now. Watch, there's gonna be like 9,000 Timex clones running around. Freaking trolls.
She'll be backstage any second now. You watch.
Thank God.
That's all right.
I know how Remy does. She's all right. I'd like to hear from her. I like to see it.
What were you saying before, Smokey? Smokey was trying to say something. I didn't hear it.
No, Remy, she was picking.
I just said, thank God Remy's tough.
Oh yeah, she
is tough.
She's tough.
Y'all keep growing her spine. That's fine. Y'all keep it up, assholes. Because she's gonna be so strong, she's gonna take you out. I'm just saying.
You're gonna start doing videos like Laura's.
Lot of cop.
It was a clone, but you know what? We're gonna take it as a joke in here because that was pretty damn funny that anybody would hire a lawyer.
It was funny.
I don't think. I mean, there's you. The police are gonna laugh at you. Like even when I called them and I had to tell them about people threatening to dox me, I felt so stupid. They said, "Well, we'll make a file, but unless something happens specifically to you, there's nothing they can do." You know.
And if anybody hears like Remy says something that's kind of that asinine, Remy's not asinine. She's a very intelligent lady, and so if you see comments like that coming from a name that says Remy, just know from me and everybody on panel and half this chat at least that Remy doesn't talk like that. So just, you know what, ghost them.
Well, yeah, and they don't.
Keep moving.
She doesn't make any trouble. She doesn't badmouth people. I mean,
Remy's slick though. Don't let her fool you.
Well, maybe she's done it in other chats, but she doesn't do it in here.
She's slick.
You know something else? Back on the COVID thing for just 5 seconds and the anarchy that's going on in this country, because I just picked it up. I've been walking around for like a week going, who benefits from this? And it's always about money, right? Always. So who is benefiting from locking us all away? And who's, first of all, okay, so everybody's like sitting on pins and needles waiting on stimulus money to come in. And oh, by the way, that's your own money you're getting because if you work and pay taxes, that's your money. But it dawns on me, and I think it was, can't remember who said it, but they're getting paid $25 an hour to do this shit. Oh, well, there's your job. So you're taken away from a job, and then all of a sudden, this new job comes along. Now you've got to beat down cops, you've got to set fire to buildings, you've got to loot, you got to do all this other shit. But hey, it's a job. But does that not make sense to you guys? For real?
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And then still higher up, who benefits from this? I mean, yeah, they're getting $25 an hour. That's not the thing. But you took away their jobs first.
On Meowsers.
And that's on a world level. I'm not saying Trump, and y'all know better, but I'm saying on a world level, this is happening not just here. You know, people are sitting at home, not getting an income, but then somebody comes along and offers you $25 an hour to go and antagonize the shit out of society. Oh, I'll take it. You know, and they go and they do it. Doesn't that sound odd? I know. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, you
Don't come for me. Don't come for me, okay? If you think what goes on in my head is bad, you should hear Rhonda. You know?
Oh my God.
I love my Rhonda.
Yeah, we love our Rhonda.
And she's going to get married in 5 years. Just saying.
450 new cameras and face recognition has been installed in the city square, but mainstream media won't tell you that. And
they've got you covered except for your eyes.
I don't know how people think they can get away with things nowadays. Everybody's got a smartphone. There's cameras everywhere. Like, I don't know who can think that they will get away with anything at this point, anywhere, anytime, even murders can be solved like with DNA and everything else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, Letta, she would not have called the cops. And certainly not the FBI. Maybe the FBI. What was that in Diane's chat? They're always in there. I love them. They're so fun. The FBI guys.
Oh, the FBI
from the COVID thingy division.
Yes. Oh, so the FBI.
And even if she did call the FBI, they were probably closed. You know, like, yeah.
Well, you know, she did. She made a comment the other day. She was telling everybody, "Well, just check. Here's the FBI. He's the only FBI agent around. Just check. He'll tell you." I'm like, no, Laura, the FBI will never confirm or deny a case they're investigating at all to anyone.
No.
When I was up on SB's panel the other night, and we ended up on Laura's panel, and I was able to banter with her the other day, and she pulled that. That's what
that's the thing on social media. People do it all the time. They lie about certain things, and because you can't check, they could say whatever they want. I mean, how can you check? Things are true.
Well, Laura was telling
scam
me
people all the time.
Laura
I think she's one.
She was telling me that she was like, Brian, you're banned from my chat because my subs don't like you. It's not good for my channel, and blah blah blah. And I'm not having 100 subs leave just because you're up here. And I said, no, Laura, they'll leave without me there. I said they've been doing it for last year, so I'm glad they are.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't let me up on panel, because I'll be able to argue with her easily, no problem, without being mean. But
right,
she knows what I'm surprised. I'm surprised she's still around. To be honest with you, I don't know how she doesn't lose her channel and all that crap.
Oh, here's Remy.
You got to give her A for effort.
Hi, Remy.
So now apparently I have an attorney, and I called the FBI. I mean,
you go, girl. You take a fight out of crime.
I didn't see that anywhere.
Remy, everything is your fault. You know this.
I haven't been on you when I go off in the morning. I go off. If I know what I say, I'll
we watch Paula Dean. We watch true crime,
cooking shows. Yeah.
What's the other one?
I watch
a lot of them.
Carla's chat and Diane's chat. That's really all I really go to, and Brian's if he ever goes live. But I really don't go to many places. It's summer.
You know what? I don't get notifications for Brian's. I always see his on the replay, and it pisses me off. Because I would go to it.
I don't do lives like I used to, because I'm used to having 400 people on the lives, and they just don't come over like they used to. And
every time you've done a live so far, all I catch is the replay.
Yeah.
But no, I do not. I don't listen. I'm too broke to pay for an attorney for some goddamn clone account.
You go, girl.
Here's the thing. I mean, people have to be people have to use their own brain cells. Come on.
Just stop being gullible.
That was
yes, I alerted the police department. I alerted my police department.
Yes.
Due to the fact that I've been doxxed. Family members have been doxxed. It's just not just to say. That's why I asked Carla that question, and Carla, I did it that day. That's why I put in your chat. I said, I did it, Carla.
Yeah.
Make them aware of what's going on and all of that stuff. But
I did, and I felt like a friggin' idiot.
Oh my god, the guy I told you all that. I was like, I sound crazy.
Yeah, the only thing they can do is put your name in a file, and if it said because he didn't even know it, but not him, but the secretary there, she didn't even know what swatting was. I had swatting bugs. No, swatting sending you a SWAT team to your house because you supposedly killed your husband or did something horrible.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
A threat was made to me last year regarding spotting. And, I always keep an eye out. I have a young children, whatever. And I have to protect myself and my family. My family comes first. I don't go in many chats anymore for a certain reason.
Mama 3 Girls says, believe none of what you hear and only some of what you see on here. Exactly. But you have
none
to
of what you
have
hear
to
and half of what
But Remy, you
have to make up your own mind about things.
And Carla does encourage that, and I've heard her say many, many times, please, just take a day, go down and talk to your local police, tell them who you are. You'll feel crazy. It's okay. But let them know.
The conversation off with, I said, this is going to sound really crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Hello, Esmer.
I had to explain, like I said, doxing and what exactly was going on.
Oh, I felt like a flipping idiot.
Hey, Carla.
Yeah.
Did you hear Makeup Mobster going on and complaining about how me and you were fighting and then we made amends? Did you hear? It's like, I don't understand why they do that. Why do they do that for? But
it's none of her damn business.
I just wanted to clear that up.
But Makeup Monster, didn't you leave Laura because she was friends with Molly, and now you're back?
Brian, shut up.
You know what?
Wait, Makeup Mobster, did you not say that you don't watch my stream?
She watches it.
So why are you even mentioning me? I thought they were going to ghost us all. I mean, who cares?
I have no idea.
Brian and I have admitted it. It went on. Wendy grabbed something from November and put it on her channel. And Brian and I have been okay for
yeah, I saw that. I asked when it was from, and she said like November 19th or something. No, like the end of November.
So stupid.
If it reeks of desperation.
Well, Serendipity and I get along now.
Exactly.
Can you imagine that? We're not friends, but we get along and we've been kind to each other.
If it smells like desperation for content, it probably is.
That's why I put up.
And all I have to say is, please stop fucking cloning me. Just please stop, because you're destroying friendships. You're destroying chats. Just stop. I mean, am I that interesting? If you want to be me, pay my bills, please.
Yep.
But as far as me and Brian go, me and Brian, we talk. So he knows.
Have a great day, guys. I gotta hop off. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, hon. Yeah, bye.
I love you, Remy.
Bye, Remy.
Yeah. But I mean, why would she even say that? See, I didn't see her because I don't watch her.
When Kermit's sleeping, Miss Piggy takes over the shift.
Remy, here's a question. Did you just leave the panel because I started talking about Makeup Monster?
She might have. Is she still friends with me? I don't know if she's still friends with her. It doesn't matter if she is. That's her business.
Right.
I mean, but I don't know why she's talking about me when she specifically said, I'm not going to watch her because she doesn't agree with my content or whatever. And which is fine because that's her opinion and she's welcome not to watch me, but don't be bringing my name up. Yeah,
That's why I put the video up. I put a parody up of her because she hasn't been talking about me, but I caught that video and she's talking about me and Carla, and it's none of her business. I haven't been bothering her. So if I catch her talking about me, there's gonna be a parody. I don't care who you call or who you run to.
Right, and I haven't been talking about her either. Like, really, seriously.
She doesn't really bother me. Makeup Monster doesn't bother me at all. She never really has.
Actually been
confused.
Like we've been having fun on here. We don't talk about those people that are.
It's profound. It is profound to me when you do not speak the name of an individual for months.
That's what happened. I haven't said anything about
and on a live, your name is brought up and associated with god-awful people, and everybody in the community knows the entire story of the god-awful people, and yet here's this conversation going on.
Brian, not saying you're god-awful. You're not.
No, it's not.
No, it's
good morning, Rosewater.
It's even worse it's even worse than when people are talking about you that you haven't been talking about on a panel that you're blocked in.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they do that, I'm gonna put up a video. I'm not gonna be as mean and nasty as I used to be.
Just make it about communism and freedom of speech.
They were on about M's for a long time. Now they're on about me, supposedly, because I didn't watch it. To be honest with you, I'm hearing this for the first time. But I don't watch you, Makeup Monster. But you obviously watch me.
I really don't go over to her channel messing around. No.
I don't either. I don't comment in there. I don't say anything. I don't even say anything on here about you. So why are you bringing up my name? And
anybody that will call my police department and discuss a case that has nothing to do with them and try and dig into my personal life like that, okay, you win. You win. I'm leaving you the fuck alone. You win. Period. Because you're going real life. That's none of your business. And so you win, okay?
But people need to connect those dots and see who's going after who, why they're going after them, what they're saying, and then decide for yourself that that's the company you want to keep.
I'm not going to tell anybody where to go or not go. Like everybody's welcome here, as long as they're not assholes. As long as because everybody's going to have a different opinion about people.
Good night, Esmer.
Someone that you like, I might not particularly like. That's okay.
Hi, Rosewater. I really like Rosewater. I'm just going to say I really like Rosewater.
I've been watching
Rosewater's
pretty cool. I wish she'd come up on my panel, but you know, I don't want to force
people just don't do that. Yeah, they won't come up on panel. That's all right too.
Oh, there are people that don't, but there are people that have to pay people to go on their panel, and there are people that don't have to pay people. That was a dig. I know. That was a dig. Sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Oh, here's another thing, Brian. How do you like I would respect someone that come on my panel and camera up. What does she do when you cam up? What does she do?
Who, Laura?
Yeah, what does she do when you cam up?
She'll look for anything that she thinks is funny about your looks and put it out there.
Well, look, I'm Chucky. Chucky don't give a fucky.
Chucky's a bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker.
I distinctly remember Chucky leaving a trail of blood a mile long. I'm just going to put that out there.
Just saying.
So keep calling her that shit. See what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I get Laura all the time like that because she does it to people, and you know she doesn't freak out when you make a parody of her. They don't really piss her off that much.
No, she don't care. You're saying her name. You're saying her name because it makes you wet.
Yeah.
Geez.
People that parody the big I thought was funny.
I said what half the stuff that she said about other people, I mean, people would stop coming in here because she gets pretty gross. Come on.
The truth used to do parodies of me, and I would sit back around like, you know what? That's fucking funny.
There was a woman that did a parody on me and called me Carla the Church. I should play it on here. It's so funny.
Don't get another charge.
Really,
and you have to listen. I'm out of bail money. Okay, I'm out of bail money. I can't
really,
bail you
really, really funny. You guys need to listen to this. It was hilarious. I mean, I heard it this morning, and it's called The Church of Carla.
The Church of Carla.
The Church of Carla.
Church of Carla.
Hang on a minute. Okay.
I want to talk about this Church of Carla. Okay. You may be confused. You may think it's a nice, cute country church with a nice sign that says all are welcome, will trust and believe all are. I've been there a couple of times. I'm a bit confused. It's Carla's church. She'll be able to do whatever she wants with it.
There you go.
But you know when you sit your little bony butt down on one of those pews, doesn't even come with a phone cover. But anyway, then Carla walks up to the podium and says, "Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning." And then she says, "Who would like to come up to the podium?" I'm confused. I thought this was your show, girl. But anyway, I digress. Here I am at the Church of Carla. And I look around and I see the Baptist always side.
I don't hear it. You're muted, Sweet Pea.
Shit. Okay, hang on.
We're in church and you holler shit.
Okay. You may be confused.
Can you hear it now?
It's a nice, cute country church with
Yes.
nice sign that says all are welcome, will trust and believe all are welcome. I've been there a couple of times. I'm a bit confused. It's Carla's church. She'll be able to do whatever she wants with it. But you go in, you sit your little bony butt down on one of those pews, doesn't even come with a phone cover. But anyway, then Carla walks up to the podium and says, "Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning." And then she says, "Who would like to come up to the podium?" I'm confused. I thought this was your show, girl. But anyway, I digress. Here I am at the Church of Carla. And I look around and I see them Baptists always side-eyeing them Catholics because they still believe in bingo. That's camping. Then I look over yonder and the Catholics just kind of be on the DL because, you know. And then I look over here and the Southern Baptists is side-eyeing the Pentecost because Pentecost can't go nowhere without a tambourine. That tambourine, Pentecost will travel. And of course, everybody's side-eyeing all those Buddhists that showed up because we're not sure that they have pants. But anyway, if you stop in on occasion at the Church of Carla, Carla Marie, Carla and Friends, Carla and Company, whatever she's calling it this week, you might find somebody that you like to listen to. I don't know. She gives everybody a chance. Well, and I gotta say this, like, I don't mind what people do. I really don't. As long as it's entertaining and funny and not stupid. Okay. But that parody was stupid and not funny. And if I were Carla, which I'm not, well, that's awful big words you be using over there for a woman who's wearing a dead hooker's wig.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I just thought I'd give a little shout out for Carla. I know, I may have denied your application to join the Bloods and Crips, but no hard feelings. Just keep it real, girl.
Jeez.
I love it.
Who the hell is that?
I thought that was sweet. Like, I thought it was cute.
I love that.
I mean, it's not like mean spirited. It's just funny. I gave her a comment. I gave her a compliment. I'm like, yeah, because
it's connecting the dots.
If you cannot laugh at yourself, there's something wrong, because you have to learn to freaking not take yourself too seriously on here.
Hey, Ross Dog told me I looked like the Tiger King the other day.
No way.
I was like, well.
But that was cute. So I've been going to the church every day and had no idea. Love me some church, Carla. I think her channel name used to be Sigrid, but she goes by another name now.
That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
I think it was Sigrid, because she used to tell some really funny stories on her channel. And if you get a chance, I think it's called, and I can't remember what it's called now. God, and Rhonda, if you can post that link in here.
Sigrid used to play some really good old movies too.
I would like to promote her channel, because I thought that was funny, cute, and she tells stories. She tells some stories.
She's entertaining.
She is very entertaining. She's told some dating stories, and I've subbed to her forever, probably a year. I've been subbed to her. Yeah. But yeah, but didn't you think? I mean, that's the way you parody someone. That's funny. That is like, you can't help but think it's funny. I don't know. Maybe some people would be into, hey, Winky. Hey, Orange Butterfly.
Hey, Orange Butterfly. Hey, Winky. You have to be self-deprecating, which means the ability to laugh at yourself. And some people think they're perfect. So why would they laugh? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm not. I mean, I know Brian gets upset a lot, but I just thought that was you wouldn't get upset if someone did that to you, would you, Brian?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, there's some parodies out there of me that I actually sit back and laugh at, because they're fun. But it's when you get real personal insulting, it's not so funny, and it makes me want to kick your ass.
Hi, Sharon. Well, here's the one that Low Lightly did of me. I thought was just me. And I didn't watch. I watched like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes of it. And I thought, I'm not watching this because it's not good for my self-esteem. And I'm not going to watch something that's that bad.
I've come to the conclusion that Low Lightly is not the brightest individual on the planet.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what her problem. I never even knew who she was, to be honest with you, until I saw that part or a second of that parody, which was me.
She told me to go get a bunch of black people after me. And then she said, I'm not white. She said, I'm not white, Brian. I might look white, but I'm not white. I was like, okay, I've had enough. Check, please. I'm out.
Well, didn't they say the same thing about your sons?
Yeah, and they were over here the other day. And I got video of them. They were over here, and now in this video, you could clearly see the mix in them.
Yeah.
But I never was going to use that in a argument about you're a racist. I was never. And people said, well, how come you haven't said anything about your boys? And I said, why would I bring them in?
Oh, Cinderella, thank you. Sorry, Brian.
I put my Father's Day video up when my twins came. And now that they're older, you can definitely tell that they're mixed.
Right.
When they were younger, you couldn't really tell they were mixed.
Well, it goes by what they identify as, the person themselves, I think,
Well, they're just, like I said, that both
of them.
They're ministers, and they're really heavy into the church. So they think they're a person. They think they're a person. That doesn't matter.
Right. What they are. Yeah. What race they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good kids. I mean, they're really good. They're totally. They are totally different than what You wouldn't know they were my kids.
Well, they're ministers, aren't they? Didn't you say?
Yes, and well, not only that, they walk the walk. They don't just talk the talk. They're very polite, very considerate. They don't use foul language. I mean,
what you got to do, when they start bringing up your other son.
Hold on. We're going to need a DNA test. Are we sure they're related to you at all?
Hey, Helen. How
I love you, Brian.
When they start bringing up your other son and what he did, and it was horrific, granted. Yeah. But then start bragging about the kids that you did raise that turned out all right.
Now, and in all honesty, though, they were raised. Now those boys, I've been a part of their life all their life, but I didn't actually raise them, so I can't take credit for that. Their mother was a heroin addict, and I had custody of them for a while, and they were out of control. So we lost custody, and the adoptive mother. She got through foster care, and then she adopted him completely because she loves him, But they were actually raised by a Puritan.
Morning, Helen.
The mother, their mom is a Puritan, and she's always kind of kept me at bay, because I'm not like them. You know what I mean? I don't live a Christian lifestyle. She kept me at bay, but I've always been a part of their life. Now when they turned 18. They got tired of that whole locking me down, keeping me from my dad stuff, and they've been in my life more because now before she wouldn't let him come over unless she was with them, or I could come to her house,
right?
And I had to do it on her terms because she had custody of them. But now, as soon as they turn 18, they're 23 now. They start coming. Yeah, you're my dad, and we know that, and she didn't want us around, type of thing. So, and I had to do it on her terms. If I wanted to see him at all, I had to do it on her. There was a point where the only time she would let me see him is if I went to church. And then I finally told her, I said, this doesn't work for me. I said, I think it's fake. As you forcing me to go to church to see my kids. No. So she stopped doing that. She really did. So
does going to church make you a better person? I'm just saying. Does it make you better?
No,
it might. But here's the thing too, though. I think, in my opinion, word on the street, allegedly, to force somebody to believe something that they're not comfortable believing, then you lose that opportunity for them to either A, come by it naturally and discover it for themselves, or to find a belief that works for them. Now, I'm not saying go join the Church of Satan, or please God don't.
Well, that was how I would get my visit, though. She would say,
and that's so freaking wrong.
And I did it for a while.
That's like blackmailing you.
No, it's parent annihilation is what it is. You alienate the parent.
I didn't have any rights, but that's how she was doing it. And I'll give you an example. This one church we went to, I really liked it. And I would go there every Sunday, and then we would socialize afterwards, go to Frisch's or whatever. And I got to be friendly with the preacher and his wife. And I was always, and when that bucket came around, I always was generous. So I seen him on Facebook, and I sent her a Facebook request. And after like 5 weeks, I finally asked him. I said, I sent a friend request to you guys, so I, be on part of your Facebook page. And the preacher's wife, she tells me, she goes, yeah, and we looked at that, and we saw something on your page that we thought was inappropriate, and we have an image to upstand. And I said, well, please let me know what it was. And she said, well, there's a picture you have of your wife in the bathtub with bubbles all over, and we just kind of thought that was a little racy, and so we didn't accept your friend's request. I said, well, had you messaged me and asked me why I took that, my wife is epileptic. She's not permitted to take a bath by herself. She has to take a shower. If she takes a bath, I'll sit in there with her because, seizures are really bad. And I said, I happened to come home from work, and I caught her taking a bubble bath, and boom, I caught you. And she goes, oh. And I said, yeah. I said, there was nothing sexual about that. And I told her, I said, you guys continued to take my offering every week, though, didn't you? And I hadn't been back to that church since.
I don't blame you, Brian. That's hypocrisy.
Well, if they would have asked me why I took that picture, and the caption was, I caught her taking a bath. I was literally telling her mother on her is what I was doing, basically. Because her mom would give her a tale about taking a bath with nobody there.
Well, and here's the thing. When you got the friend request and they scoped out your page, why didn't they shoot you out a message and say, Brian, we're so grateful that you're coming here, and we really appreciate the donations. But we have a problem with this Facebook request, and here's why.
Never.
Can you explain this?
Never ask.
Say, no, just keep taking the cash.
Never ask. And on the other hand, with that church, I was watching them allow David and Daniel's biological grandfather come to the church, and he was a heroin addict, and he would show up in blue jean shorts and wife beaters, and he pestering people for money. They had actually caught him walking out of the church one time, going through people's cars and stealing change, but he was welcome every week. So for that particular church, I didn't like it. And then for that particular, so after that happened, I told their adopted mother, I said, this me going to church to see my kids, it's going to stop. I said, I'll do it on your terms, but I'm not going to show up at church to see my kids. And she said, wow. She didn't let me see them for a while, but I stood my ground on that. And then the boys, they always realized that it was her keeping them from me.
Kids will when they get older.
They do. Yeah, well, as grown men now, they're able to sit down with me and tell me how they didn't think it was fair, but she was giving them a good life, and she really did raise them well. She raised them well. They're good Christian men.
I'm glad. It's nice to hear you give her credit because.
Oh yeah, she loves those kids. There's no doubt about it.
Each other more than they love their kids, and that's wrong.
There's no doubt about it that their adopted mother is a good person. It's just the way I think she thought that I was going to try and step in and take them from her, because I was in a better position to do that than their mother. But I kept telling her I would never do that. I want these boys to be happy, and they're happy. You're not abusing them. Yeah. So I'm glad as men, when they turn 18, the first thing they did is, Dad, we're coming to hang out. I said, okay.
Well, they can at that age. They can decide for themselves where they want to be or who they want to be with. Yeah, and you were so happy on Father's Day to have your
and when they're around, we kind of limit things that we do because they don't do that. Everybody watches their language. We don't. We don't. It's so bad. Like when I got a beer with my meal, and Daniel was looking at me like, "Are you sure you're going to be okay?" I said, "I haven't had a beer since January." I said, "This is what alcohol is made for. When you have a good meal and socialize, it's Father's Day." But he started to, and I said, "Come on, Daniel, calm down." And he was like, "Okay, yeah." Then I got another one, and his eyes lit up. I'm like, "Daniel, come on now, that's it." I got into it with him once because Nicole had went 3 years seizure free, and she popped up on her Facebook, 3 years seizure free. Right. My son Daniel popped under there. He's like, "That's the Lord working in her life, and praise Jesus and all that." And I was kind of frustrated with it. And I messaged him back, and I was like, "Daniel, not here, buddy." I said, because if the Lord was working in her life, she wouldn't have epilepsy or cerebral palsy at all. I said, "Not here." And that pissed him off so bad. He didn't talk to me for a long time over that.
Really?
That's how the church first with them, period. And that's how you do it. It's the church.
They preach in church?
Yes. And they're really quiet. I'll put up one where one boy
do that.
But they're really quiet when you're around them. Yeah, they're real quiet, soft-spoken guys. But when they get up in that pulpit, it's like, and then they'll do it, and they're all excited, and they spit it out like left, and it just flows out of them, and then they just put their mic down and go sit down. It's something else. They're really good at it. They're really good.
Well, you have to be personable. You have to be, able to get your message across.
And they're not trying to make a career out of it. They want to work regular jobs and do the preaching on it. They're not trying to, because they to them, you have to witness in order to keep your Christianity. So they don't believe in getting up there and taking donations and being paid for it. They could, as good as they are. Yeah, they're good at it. They know that Bible back and forth. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, just reading something. Eagle's brother-in-law update. They might be doing a swallow test today. They had taken him to redo his port. Fingers crossed. It is going to be a long road for him. I'm sending you prayers, girl.
A bunch of prayers all day. Yes, ma'am.
I'll be thinking about him.
It's one step forward. One step forward.
Yeah, baby steps. Always baby steps.
That's a hard road to.
That is.
Be in all of this COVID. I'm sorry. What is it called?
COVID crap.
Spamdemic, and then scamdemic, and then
be out of.
your family out of place and out of joint, and trying to take care of somebody you love and not be able to be there. It's screwed up.
Did you hear that we got a thing in the mail yesterday from my brother-in-law saying they got married. So like they're going to celebrate their wedding because of the pandemic. They couldn't, invite anyone to the wedding. So I called my husband on his way home from work and I said, "Did you know your brother got married?" He goes, "No." He never even called us to tell us. He just got divorced in December. And so I'm telling my husband, and he goes, "What a dumbass." He gets divorced and gets remarried.
I went straight from I was going through a divorce while I was with Nicole. So as soon as my divorce was final, it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks later, me and Nicole actually got the certificate of marriage.
Wow.
But Nicole wasn't part of the
problem. My husband says, "My brother's a dumbass." Like, yeah, well, that's nice. Thank you. That's a compliment to me. But I said the same thing. I mean, if I ever, this is my last marriage. I'm never getting married again. This is it.
Yeah.
My second and last. I might fool around.
I said that too, though. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. It would take a lot for me to
get. Well, give me an example. Like, I'm a lot older than Nicole. So if something happened to me health-wise, let's say I pass away. She's going to find another man. Yeah.
You don't know that.
I'm not doing it. I don't know. I prayed for this one. He's perfect. And Rhonda, he just came in full of mud all over his face and his clothes. And Trady, girl. Just saying.
But no, when you find your soulmate, it's kind of hard to say, hi, Top Cop. It's kind of hard to say that you could ever find someone that would be that, that you would really want to be with for the rest of your life when you found the person that you want to be.
I tell you, if something happened to Nicole and I was just out here by myself, of course I would have some companionship by a female, but I would never meet anybody like her again, and I would never love anybody like her again, and I would make that perfectly clear to anybody. If something happened to her, it's like, if she was here today, you would not exist. I would make that clear. You're going to have to bear with me if you hear me speaking of her, while we're together.
I like Nicole. She's a sweetie.
We were talking, me and the boys were talking about her mother, their real mother, Heather, who she passed away from a heroin overdose. And with Nicole here, I was able to say, I loved her so much, and I miss her. And Nicole didn't take that wrong because she knew, because she passed away. But we had broke up before that. But I still had a lot of love for her, And Nicole doesn't, it just goes in one ear and out the other because she knows me. You know what I mean?
She doesn't have jealous issues.
She is not jealous of anything. She never has been. And I like that. I'm not real jealous over her unless they go too far.
Different, like if someone was like cheating on you while you were still married, you know what I mean?
Well, see,
your issues would be different.
The thing with Nicole is when we were just friends, and she was still married, and I was still married, and we had permission to go. I had permission to fly up there from her husband, and me and my wife at the time were kind of separated. But when I went up there, she was married, and I'm in her apartment alone, for 9 days, and I'm a typical man. So, and she's really cute. So I put the moves on her. Right. And she looked right at me and she said, "You know what?" She said, "I don't do that." She said, I'm a good wife and I'm loyal to my husband, period. And that was the end of that. And that made me love her more because she had every opportunity to cheat. And there was a lot of tension between me and her that way. But when it came down to it, she was loyal to her husband.
Bae, I'll tell you, the reason why I laughed was because I was thinking the same thing at one point. I was like, I'm going to have to start drinking. And I don't drink. But I will give some advice to anyone who is in a relationship where you're kind of questioning, what do I do? I mean, we're at this point, we're at this crossroad and nothing's happening. Because I've been in a relationship like that before, a time or two. But my aunt, who's sage and wise, said to me, God can't put in your life what you want if there's something already there.
Mm-hmm.
Just ponder.
I get it.
Just ponder that. Remy.
Well, like I don't believe that any man can take my wife away from me unless she wants to go. Is that
Rhonda?
Rhonda?
Yes.
I have a drink now, but I'm waiting for my wine glass to arrive. Hey, Morbid. How are you?
Hey, Morbid.
Yeah, yeah, you
See
got to
you
be
in here. Thank you for coming.
Morbid. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Just wanted to know if you got the pic of my grandbaby. I hope you have a. No, is it in Messenger? Because I'll check.
I love you so
will
much,
check
beauty.
You have a great day too, Morbid. I will look. She makes the most beautiful children. Oh my God.
You still trying to get him to propose to you, Remy?
I'll sign it.
Check actually.
But I want you to think about what I said, Remy. Just saying. And I know it's
let
not
him
an
come
easy
home
thing
and
to
have
ponder.
some. Let him come home one day and you got some man sitting there and they may propose to him.
What did we have, Morbid? Tell us about this grandbaby. He, she, weight, length, healthy, mom okay, dad okay?
I bet Remy does have lots of options. I got this thing for dark hair, I guess. I don't know.
No, I don't. If Morbid is still in there, I don't have her. It's in Messenger. I just looked. It's not in there. Is it in a different name? Maybe than Morbid Angel?
Rhonda.
Girl, a little baby girl. God.
Rhonda, you're silly.
I'm kind of like Blue Topaz. I just want a baby to sniff because he just smells
smell
so
good.
good.
Ooh, yeah, I go to sleep with that baby oil, baby lotion smell. I do miss how the house smelled when you had a little baby around. The whole house smelled good, especially if you got you're using that Dreft.
Yes,
it smells like Dreft and baby powder, and
they bathe them in the nurseries with Physoderm, and you can get it, anywhere.
Okay, hon, I'm gonna go check it right now.
And I used to buy that just to smell it because it smelled like babies. I was like, oh my God.
Remy, he's playing hard to get. That's what it is.
Right, Winky. Congratulations, Morbid. So glad everybody's healthy.
3 months old. See, I loved it when babies were around.
Oh my God, she's precious.
They're a little bit noisy, but other than that.
Oh my God, she is so adorable.
Little kid farts.
Oh, you make nice babies that make nice babies.
What do you say to somebody though when they just had a baby? What do you say to somebody when they just had a baby and the baby's just like really funny looking? What do you say?
I don't know. I think all babies are kind of cute.
Well, most babies are, but they're here once in a while. It's like, ooh, what's
that? Is so sweet, mommy of 3 girls.
About her daughter, she goes, she goes to my sister, her name, she goes about her daughter. She said, she was really homely as a baby. She goes, but she really grew into her looks when she was like 2 years old. And my sister was like, Mom, how did you say that about your granddaughter? Goes, well, she was homely.
Well, if they're funny looking when they're a baby, they usually grow out of it.
You should see Morbid's daughters. Her daughters are drop dead gorgeous.
Well, Morbid's beautiful.
Yeah, her daughters
Morbid's
her daughters are really pretty.
I think Molly Golightly's son Jake is a very handsome young boy. So some people.
I've seen him on her lives before. Yeah, he is very good looking.
He looks a lot like.
Hey, listen, Laura's daughter Sage is really pretty. Like, I think she's a beautiful girl, beautiful young girl. So I know that might be unpopular to say, but I really do. I think she's pretty.
I can't say anything either way because they'll twist that all hell on me.
Rhonda, I agree. No, seriously, have you ever rolled up on, or if you're Australian, rocked up on a baby that was not pretty?
So no, Rhonda says no, not all babies are cute. Just like every bride is not beautiful, let's be honest.
Right. They are, and I get that they are in the mom's eyes and the husband's eyes. I get that.
I think, yeah, that's all that makes it important.
I do think that Laura picked some great names for her kids, and we just met a little boy over here where we moved to with the same name. And as far as her daughter, we had that name picked out at one point too. But yeah, that was one thing to say about her. She's not,
Remy, down in the South, we call that unfortunate.
I better move on before I
She
get
said, no, not all are cute. My boyfriend's niece, she was, oh my God, nothing. Down here, we call that unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. We roll up on somebody who's pretty ugly. Sorry, I'm so going to hell.
I hear you laughing.
You're not right in the head. You know that? You are not right in the head. Seriously.
She is. She's not liable to say anything, isn't she?
Oh my God. I have the filter. One day I friggin' muted her and she goes, afterwards we're talking on messengers and she says, don't you think I didn't see you mute me? I gotta watch what she's saying.
Misdemeanor. Do you have brothers or sisters?
Sister, one sister.
I would think that you had brothers.
Why? Because I'm so damn mean? No, my sister was horrible.
You're
adopted. You know what? She was adopted. She was adopted.
I'm adopted. They gave me away. Now you know why, right? Okay.
I would think that you were like the youngest sister with brothers.
No, I'm the youngest sister with a very mean older sister.
Imagine having her as a little.
Is she mean?
Drive me crazy.
Yeah, she tried to beat me up every day.
Well, that's what they do.
Wonder why.
I had to let her because my parents were so pathetic, and they felt sorry for her. And I'm like, so I can't hit her? Okay, whatever. So when I was about, I guess 16, she came downstairs. She wanted me to get off the phone. I was on the phone. She's like, she's like, you fucking bitch. And so I took the phone in my hand and I just started beating the shit out of her. I went to tell Mom, I said, well, I'm going to tell you, you called me a fucking bitch. Go right ahead.
That's what I keep telling Jada, because she picks on Kylie and it's just a typical thing. And I told her, I said, one of these days you're going to pick at her and she's going to fire you up and she ain't going to get in trouble for it.
She will light you up.
I
can imagine you growing up with a bunch of brothers and you guys fighting all the time. That's what I picture your childhood as.
I have all sisters.
And you were like innocent, you said. You had all sisters. That's right, you did.
I have all sisters, and I was the baby. So
the way that she granted me. I'm supposed to let you walk through this kitchen buck naked, and I'm not supposed to say a freaking word.
You're that?
And you're grinning like fucking Steve McQueen.
He should be.
Why don't you do what MFW did?
What did you say? He goes, you go on with your conversation.
I could eat orange right now.
I've been known to walk up to Nicole while she was looking down and just pull things out. When she looks up, that's all she can see. And she thinks it's funnier than hell.
Oh,
I actually saw that picture from MFW's on One Win's Twitter account. I'm like, she goes, what's missing and what do you see that's different in this thing? And I had to look because it's like this is.
If I wasn't on Carla's live right now, I would porn this chat.
Is he making himself something to eat butt ass naked in front of you?
A cup of coffee. He just got rained out from work, so he came home.
Yeah, tell him bend over and pick something up.
I love him.
Like we just went down the slime highway.
The slime highway.
We got down the slime highway. We managed to stay away from it for
3 minutes. Rhonda, you think that's 3 minutes?
Misdemeanor had to go to take us down there again. My kid is
misdemeanor.
I'm 5'7". My kid is past my hips. My father is 6'6". The youngest brother is 6'2" already. Thank God my kid got the height from my side.
Misdemeanor, what's he stirring his coffee with?
Guys. I don't know. My husband's 5'11".
His extension. Well, no, here's the thing. He hurt his leg at work, so he's using that to walk on. Just saying.
That's cool.
He threw a slipper on it and just went on about his day.
So if you get mad at him, you just walk up, kick it right out from under him, right?
That's right.
Misdemeanor's husband wears her shoes and her boots.
He steals my fucking shoes. He wears my pink camo boots to work just to be an ass.
You guys always have the softest slippers, though. That's why.
But my pink camo rain boots.
Hey,
Brian.
Mama Three Girls says film it for TikTok misdemeanor. That's a
Do what now?
TikTok challenge to walk out naked and film your spouse's response.
Oh, I should do that.
You know what Nicole did to me?
You go out naked and have Mike film you.
You know what Nicole did?
No, I'll film him.
I was talking to Nicole on the webcam, and she hadn't turned hers on yet. She said, and I said, "Well, turn your cam on. This is when we were just friends." I said, and her husband was home, and I said, "Well, turn your cam on so I can see it." And she said, "Well, give me a minute." And I kept telling her, turn your cam on. When she turned her cam on, it was her husband on all fours, butt naked.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And I turned the cam off and I said, come on, you guys. That's the stuff.
Right. And I thought, it's camo, it's pink, it's cute. And I bought them before we moved back home. I get down here and he's got a great, rugged pair of really good rain boots. And all of a sudden I see him outside in the yard in my freaking pink boots. Well, they fit better. I'm like, well, you look strange. And he goes, no, I don't. And so then he started wearing them everywhere. He'd wear them to the grocery store. He'd wear them to Walmart. He started wearing them to work. Then he took my cute, they're like wannabe. Look what Bessie did. All over the whatever. Anyways, so then he goes in the closet. They're not Wolverine boots. Are they really? But they're like little dressy boots, like Doc Martens. Okay, lace up. He stole those because he busted out his boots.
That's right.
Okay, so in 3 days, he comes home and he's got silver duct tape wrapped around the toe of it because he's busted them out.
Mm-hmm.
Next day, he comes home, the other one's wrapped in silver duct tape. Come on, so now you've ruined my boots. He's like, you wear these? I'm like, nice to know you pay attention to what I wear.
He fixed them. He put duct tape on them. He fixed them.
Oh, no. It gets better. It gets better. He ruins my boots. He goes down to the Salvation Army, finds a $150 pair of boots for $10. And their army issued the tan ones.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful boots, right? So he's wearing those.
God, they're really
but then
nice.
The piece de la resistance is this. He goes up in the attic and he gets his boots from the army. 2 pair. Brings them down. I'm like, you son of a bitch. You had those boots the whole time. You know they're rugged as hell. They're never going to break down, and you ruined my boots.
That's because you want to save your military stuff. If you have it, you don't want to mess with it.
Well, guess what? He's got 2 pair, and one of those pair belong to me now because we wear the same size shoe.
And they'll last forever.
They will.
Yeah.
I go, I'm going to go get them resold. He goes, no, you're not. Nope. I said, they need new soles on me. He goes, you better take them over to Leesville, Louisiana and get them done over there on the base because ain't nobody touching my boots. I'm like, I'll touch your boots. I won't touch your boots. Tell Brian hi.
Hi, Brian.
Did you hear him?
My kids are husband can't wear anything of mine.
Yeah.
I'm a size 5 and my girls are both an 8. Hubby is a 14.
Right.
My shoes are all mine.
Do I need you for anything?
Yeah,
Do
my
I need
husband can't
you for
wear mine.
anything?
You know, my husband wears the same size shoe as his daughter. His daughter wears the same size shoe as him.
Huh.
He wears an 8.5 and his daughter is a 10. Ladies 10. And he can wear her shoes. Like, it's weird.
M's lucked out. They can't borrow.
I'm a 6.5. My shoe is a 6.5. I wish I was a size. I used to be a size. Actually, used to be a size 4. Now I'm like a size whatever. I'm not telling anybody because like.
I got small feet for a guy. I wear size 8.
Really, that is small.
That's Mike. Mike has small feet. He's got pretty feet.
Wait, Ems, you have a size 5 foot? Wow, that is small.
Yeah, I don't. Mine's
That's
size
really
8.
small.
Women's, and he wears. I don't know, but it.
6.5.
You know.
Mine is a 6.5.
I come in and catch him in my heels, though. We're gonna have to go to counseling. I'm just saying.
Listen to Mama Three Girls. My ex wore my lacy red. Wait, I gotta pin this. My ex wore my lacy red underwear to work one day as a joke, and his tool belt pulled his pants down. Needless to He's never lived it down. I love that. I love that story. Mama Three Girls. Oh my God. I'll not let her live that down.
He's an ex for a reason.
That's going to be a troll name, Sexy Red Underwear.
Sexy red underwear.
Sexy red underwear. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, we know she wears sexy red underwear.
Yeah,
he's an ex for a reason.
Oh, needless to say, he is an ex for a reason.
Yeah, because she was able to talk him into wearing her panties to work.
Oh my God.
Did
Hey,
you wear my
Pete.
panties to work? Yes, dear.
I'm a size 10,
Good morning,
10 and a half
Keith.
in shoes.
Well, you know what they say about men with big feet, right?
Men with
You
big
know,
have little dicks.
No, men with big feet, they wear big shoes.
Yeah.
What were y'all thinking, dirty-minded? God, you people.
I might wear a size 8 shoe.
Have a dirty mind.
You're disgusting.
I might wear a size 8 shoe, but they are wide.
Good morning, Tatum. They're wide.
I'm hung like a pop can. Come on, give me a break.
Tatum says men with big feet wear big socks. Yeah, right, Tatum. That's right.
Start a channel, they say. You'll learn about other people, they say. It'll be fun, they say.
Yeah.
I'm hung like a pop can. I spit.
Yeah. Now, next time you go see a pop can, you're going to think of me.
Oh,
my husband's on this get fit kick. Oh my God, he's getting on my nerves so bad.
He'd be alone in our household.
What is that?
Situation.
Kavita, kombucha. What is it? What is it, Brian?
It's a kombucha
tart
tea.
cherry.
Yeah, it's kombucha tea. It's full of probiotics. Tell your husband to check these out if he's likes to have.
He's into this health shit lately.
Well, these are very healthy. It's all organic, no GMOs, low calorie, and it's got the probiotics in it.
Where did you get that from?
These ones I got at Myers. Or
did you? So we could probably get them at the grocery store.
$4 for a bottle, though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, well.
But they're really good.
What are they called? Wait. Get your hand off the title. What are they called? No, I can't see. Kavita. Okay.
Yeah, any kombucha tea.
In this whole health food shit.
These also keep you from being hungry.
Rhonda, Mike he shops in the kids department too.
They keep you from being hungry too. Like grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice keeps you from being hungry.
Well, are you trying to lose weight, Brian?
I'm trying not to continue to gain weight, so I want
I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying not to. That's what I'm trying not to continue to gain weight. I just don't want to lose weight.
Mommy of 3 girls. When I was in high school, junior high and high school and college, going to church, I wore like 3 and 4 inch heels constantly. Now, yeah, I'd break a hip.
Oh my God, I can't wear high heels to save my life. It's flip flops and sneakers. That's it.
I try to eat healthy when I try to eat healthy most of the time, and sometimes I.
Sexy red lace undies isn't here.
I had an organic bagel with almond butter on it for breakfast today, and I'm finishing up this tea. So that
I like ice. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I could drink Misdemeanor's iced tea because she puts like 3 cups of sugar in it.
It's liquid diabetes. Come on, seriously, it's great.
A heart attack in a drink, whatever.
Yeah. We do have now a new addition to our chat named Sexy Red Lace Undies. Welcome. Be nice. We'll let you stay.
Oh, Em says I've worn high heels every single day since I was 21 for work. It took time to fully get used to them, but now I could run in them. There's some women I knew that I worked with when I was working in an office for a very short period of time that wore high heels all the time, and they ruined their feet. Like they had these big onions and stuff on their feet from wearing high heels. Seriously.
Rhonda, if you wear the right heels, you won't be on your feet all night. That's the thing. Your feet will be up in the air.
I can't last the whole night in heels. I end up walking like a newborn calf.
It is funny. There's videos out there of women, their heels breaking and stuff, and they fall. It is fun.
Oh my God.
I feel sorry for them.
Well, I wore heels to a wedding that I had to go to, and I swear my ankle kept giving out. I'm not used to it. Every time I took a step, my ankle would give out. At the end of the night, my feet were so damn sore, I couldn't even barely walk. I had to take my shoes off. It's horrible.
I have a recommendation for a channel for all of us who are now re-entering a COVID quarantine that never really ended to begin with, I guess. If you're looking to sit and laugh, please go pee before you watch it. But Ellen DeGeneres channel on YouTube, go and watch. People send her in autocorrect. Their autocorrects from their actual phone conversations. You will piss your pants. It is the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. And she's
really?
Yes, you'll laugh for like a half a day. It is so funny.
She is funny. She's a funny person.
Yes, she is. But the autocorrect, I mean, they're like.
I always liked Ellen DeGeneres. I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always did. I liked her shows. I liked her. I mean, her show that
Her
she
comedy.
had. Like,
Her comedy is hysterical.
Yeah, yeah. Her stand-up comedy shows. I liked her.
She kind of threw me off though. She kind of threw me off when she brought that security guard from the MGM from the Mandalay that was supposed to have seen the Paddock guy do that shooting and down into the crowd at the concert, but she brought that guy on her show. And
Mama, three girls.
I thought something. You like conspiracy theories, don't you, Misdemeanor?
Of course.
Well, you know about how Ellen brought the guy on her show, the security guard from the Mandalay shooting. That Jose.
No, I haven't heard that.
Well, she brought him on there, and she was saying, "Well, you don't have to speak about this ever again," blah blah blah, and he hasn't. But if you find out the ties that Ellen has to the MGM Grand and the Mandalay and all that, you can see why that happened. But look that up, Stephen Paddock, Ellen DeGeneres, if you like.
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
You gotta give me the link to that.
Mommy of three girls.
I don't know that.
I'm trying not to laugh, but the mental image that I got, you going down 3 flights of stairs.
Oh, did you hear what she said, Brian? Oh my God, I gotta read that. I mean, holy cow.
What was it?
I mean, damn.
Where is it? My best friend, hang on. My best friend talked me into wearing stilettos to our Christmas party. Well, that ended up with me falling down 3 flights of stairs, taking 2 Christmas trees out, and I broke right foot in 2 places.
Oh,
Jesus.
Good Lord in heaven.
Yeah.
I read that and I'm like, oh.
Some would define that. Some would define that as attention-seeking behavior.
Yeah, me, I can't walk.
Here, brother.
I couldn't walk in stilettos. There's no way I could walk in stiletto heels.
No, I couldn't now.
Did
I
you
used
hear
to
about
could.
that case where that woman killed her husband with a stiletto heel? She stabbed him to death.
Sometimes I question the things you look up on the
She
internet, Carla.
did. She killed him with what?
And I'm just saying, if anything ever happens to your husband, they do a search on your computer, the shit you look up.
You know, my husband, I used to watch like all the crime shows and stuff, and and ID, and he goes, you know what? Next time you make me something to eat, he says, I'm going to make you taste that food first. Especially when I'm mad at him. He said, I'm going to start making you taste my food. Because I said to him,
oh my God.
I said,
I still can't, I can't get it out of my head, Mommy, falling down the stairs.
Because of all these shows I'm watching. And then I said to him after I went to the dentist, I said, you know, if I turn up missing, they'll be able to identify my body by my dental records because they're there.
Wow.
He's
and
you
Mommy,
watch way too much freaking crime shows, way too much. Like, this is so crazy. I know.
On the stairs, so I took all every tree down with me. It was so oh, I have it. Oh no. And see, I would be the person at the top of the stairs laughing inappropriately, seriously worried about you, but laughing all the same because I can't. That's my reaction to trauma. It's just to freaking laugh. It's like, oh fuck. I can't. Poor baby. Oh my God. I'd render aid, but I'd be laughing while I did it. I'm just saying.
Say hi. Say hi, Kylie.
Hi.
She wanted to say hi.
Hey, baby.
You got all right.
I can't wear heels for nothing. I
She
can't.
just wanted to
I've
say
tried.
She just woke up. She always gets up and does her hair first.
Hi, darling. My God, your kids sleep till 11 o'clock?
Well, with no school, we just kind of let them do what they want.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but my kids would never sleep that late.
Well, not usually. Well, if they were up late.
Well, true.
Because if we go to bed and we'll wake up in the middle of the night and get a drink or something. They'll be sitting here on the computer or on their pad or something. So we just let them. I mean, they're not hurting anything.
I didn't wake up late.
Me too, Tatum. I wish I could get rid of that character flaw.
Oh, for Tatum's game.
It's got to be a character flaw, right?
Have you ever seen anyone run into a glass door?
Yes, and I laugh.
Like, the glasses go like this. It's like,
I've done it.
try not to laugh. It's like,
I've done it.
That's inappropriate laughing, but you know.
People at
sometimes
work go to
it's
sit in a chair and they totally miss it and they land on their ass laughing. I'm over there laughing.
Yeah,
Can't help it.
I admit it. I laugh.
They look up at you and they go, stop, it hurts. I laugh harder. Can't help
Or
it.
someone that comes out of the bathroom with toilet paper tucked in, or her pantyhose.
Oh,
tucked
well, no,
into
with
her
that one, yeah, with that one, you point and
I've
laugh.
seen that happen, actually. I've seen it
You
on
nudge the
shows.
friend next to you, point, and go, look at that shit.
Or
Oh,
someone walks out of the bathroom with toilet paper stuck on her shoe.
I always tell them,
Like,
though.
I've
I
seen
always
that.
I'll be like, man, you got toilet paper coming out of your. You can't do that, dude.
Hayden says my kids would sleep all day if I let them.
I always tell them.
My kids never did.
I'm always that friend if you happen to have something hanging out your nose. I'm like, dude, you got a big old booger hanging out your nose, man. Do something about that.
And my girlfriend didn't stop partying, so I don't.
You stayed partying to be nice?
Say anything
Oh my
to ruin her
God.
night, but I was hurting so bad. All she could do was laugh at me. Her hubby said, "You're a horrible friend." Yeah, you are. That'd be misdemeanor in me. She'd be laughing.
No, there does come a point with me where I'm like going, we're not partying anymore. We're going to get in the car and go to the ER.
Yeah.
Now I might giggle a time or two on the way there, but I'd be getting you to the ER.
You don't know. Misdemeanor. She's just like, we're walking along and I fall and she'd go, "Walk much, dumbass." That's
Yeah, right.
Right.
I'd be the one that would bring you in the ER and go, "Hey, Doug, let me tell you what this dumbass just did."
Oh my God.
Look, I got pictures. I brought her here, but I did take pictures.
Oh, I took film. I got my camera. The camera of my dumbass friend falling down. She tried to wear high heels.
I don't wear. I never fall downstairs. Eagle. I always fall upstairs. Like what? That's another character flaw right there. What's wrong with me? The list is long.
Yeah.
Hey,
really,
bro.
do you have like a week? Not even a week. A couple weeks. Like if we had started talking about it, we could like be here for all day.
That is so funny.
Oh Lordy, Lordy.
Well,
I end up calling everyone at 3 a.m.
Brian's perfect.
Rhonda, you do that sober.
Brian, you know what we said we should do one time? We should script a freaking fight on here. I bet you we get like 300 views.
Oh, it's been done before, though. A lot of what you see sometimes talked about behind the scenes.
That's what I said. Like if you notice,
no one on YouTube would do that, Brian. They're all so honest.
My chat, my numbers will go out if people are fighting.
I know.
They say pretty Steven. But I said to Misdemeanor, I said we should script a fight one of these days, like we're fighting, and I'm kicking you off, and I'm.
You just gave it away though, Carl. Now if it ever happens,
I know.
Brian, no, I'm scripting the fight.
I would not.
I don't have to script the fight. I already have one. Brian, listen to this. You tell me who wrote me this email. Hater, stalker, little shithead. It says, "I love you, but you are the worst at emails." Shit. You might not even know what an email is. Ha ha. Get your ass up and respond to me. You are the worst ever. I love you, but you suck at this. I hope the puppies are good and Mr. Mike too. Be nice. Much love.
Who was that?
Much love.
Think?
Yeah.
Who do you think that was?
That's not hard.
Who was it?
Jason.
Jason Love.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's got a hell of a sense of humor.
Oh my God, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
Yeah, he
sent me an email. He sent me an email with a video, and he's taking a drink of the beer, and he's like, "This is for you, Carla. I love you."
No, I'm really mad. I almost went an entire stream without bumping myself off, but because of Jason, because of him, I bumped myself off. Thanks, Jason.
Rhonda says, "Give me a link and I'll fuck you all up." Oh boy. No, I'm joking. No,
come on. No, come on, Rhonda. Come on.
Sexy. Rhonda, come on.
Her voice is incredibly sexy.
You can't
tell her I said that.
Do it, Rhonda.
I'm putting the link in here. Anybody can grab it.
Do it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not paying. You guys have to come up for free.
Rhonda, I'll talk dirty to you later after this in the after show. Come on.
You know how long Misdemeanor's been trying to get Rhonda up on my panel, and she just refuses and refuses and refuses.
She wants to turn.
She doesn't love me. She doesn't love me. That's it.
She doesn't. She doesn't love you. Yeah, she doesn't.
Someone take the link. Rhonda's going, someone take the link, please. Please take the link. I don't want to go up
Rhonda.
Okay, everybody stop talking to Rhonda until she takes the link.
Yeah, don't talk to Rhonda. Block
We're
her.
just going to snub
Ghost
you,
her.
Rhonda. How about
You
that?
know what, Brian? If you saw her, you'd see she's beautiful. She is beautiful. She's
drop dead gorgeous.
She
has
I've
the
never seen what she looks
sexiest
like. I know
voice.
she's really nice.
Yeah. Even with
My husband, listen, my husband even said, if I send you to, can I just send you to Australia so you can learn to talk like Rhonda?
No.
I'm like, yeah, fuck you. What is wrong with all this package you got going on? Now I gotta talk like her.
Home. That's what it is.
Yeah, she's got Misdemeanor, I think, has the voice of
Made for radio?
No. You have like a really good soft voice.
She's got a cross between Kirstie Alley and Leah Remini.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm good at the doppelganger. I'm really good at the doppelganger.
Yeah. So you're putting me in Scientology, are you?
No,
I mean, Leah left, but
she was smart.
but Kirstie Alley's still there.
You women need glasses and hearing. But we saw her with no makeup, and she's beautiful. So
you are not basic.
Rhonda was none of us. We were all three. We're on a call, and we were all cammed up, and we saw her without no makeup. She's beautiful.
She did that for you because I've known her for over a year, and she never did that to me.
Oh, it's so funny.
She did it for you, Carl. I'm horribly jealous.
She's funny. She's got a hell of a sense.
Oh, she does. She's hilarious.
It doesn't matter. Looks don't normally matter sometimes. But if you happen to look good, that's cool too.
You need to hear her when she's mad.
I have yet. To hear
Three girls can't play golf to save my life. The balls always go in the opposite direction of what they're supposed to. Yeah,
I tried once. I can't.
Brian's balls go in the opposite direction of where they're supposed to go.
You say that, Rhonda. You liar, pants on fire. What if people's pants really caught on fire every time they lied?
She doesn't want everybody to fall in love with her. That's why she don't want to show up. That's what it is. She don't
Or
want
maybe that's why some creators don't wear pants when they're on a live because, in fact, their pants might caught on fire.
We have betrothed. We have betrothed to Rhonda. We have
she's engaged.
She's engaged to Jason.
However, after that email, I might have to cut off that deal. You better come up with a better email, Jason.
Jason, yes, Jason. I haven't seen him in here today.
I know. He's avoiding me. He's scared.
Yeah, he is. He's running scared.
He's a little scared boy.
You're very tricky.
What?
I was just looking up a link to send it to an Aussie, the new gender laws of Tasmania. New gender laws?
What?
Wow. What are the new? Please enlighten us. I have no idea what that means. What does that mean, Brian? You know everything.
Well, they must have changed the gender laws of some of the things that you can and can't do if you are transgender or something like that. Laws of sexual identity.
What is it here? If you identify as a female, even if you're not, like if you haven't had the the surgery, you can still go into ladies' room washer. I don't know what the laws are here.
I have a hard time with that, and
my husband does too.
If someone believes that they are female or male, and the structure of them looks different than what they believe, I have a hard time falling into that. It's like Grandpa says the radio is talking to him, and I don't want to be the one to go, yeah, you're right, Grandpa, that radio is talking to you.
Right.
I go on what I see. If I see a female that's telling me they identify as a male, well, that's for them, because I don't identify it that way. I just don't, and I can't. It's not possible. I'm androgynous though. So, but that doesn't mean I get
you self-identify.
You are not androgynous.
He self-identifies as an androgynous.
Oh, you self-identify. Okay. Well,
Right. I self-identify as a billionaire.
Yeah.
What up? Okay.
Look at it like this. What if we have Caucasian people that want to self-identify as black?
There's one.
There was one. Do you not remember what's her name?
Girl?
Yes, she does. She identifies as black.
No, I'm talking about the chick that was the head of the NAACP up in Seattle or somewhere, or in San Francisco.
Yeah, if I was African American and I saw a white person that was telling me they identified as black, that would piss me off because you don't know the struggle, you don't know none of it. You're white.
Right.
That would piss me off. That would be like
there is one that identifies as black and she's white. But
Well,
that's why she's like her great grandfather or something was half black or something. And she you can see her. I mean, she looks white. She's got blonde hair, but she identifies as black. So whatever. I guess you can identify whatever you want to nowadays. Up to you.
I identify as somebody who don't want to go to work today. I'm gonna
Me
call
too.
What time do you have to work, Bri?
Yeah.
What time do you have to work? What time do you have to work?
I usually go in at 3 and I get home around midnight.
Well, Brian, just crank you up a Patreon, brother.
I know, right? No, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't want to put the effort into making money off of YouTube because it's a lot of effort. I mean, to the point where you're paying your bills and that's your job. I would never want to do that. I can't. I couldn't if I wanted to. I got too much other shit going. I got, the young kids. But like Gray Hughes is able to do it, and Stephanie Harlow is able to do it, and some other people.
Stephanie Harlow is awesome, though. She's
close to 1,000.
Let
me go look.
On Investigation Discovery. Yeah.
I'll go look.
Yeah, there's a show.
She's really good. She's cute.
932 patrons, and her highest level is $15.
Yeah.
Do that math, and tell me one more again how you cannot make money off of true crime.
Oh, she's gonna make $250,000 a year eventually off of YouTube alone.
I mean, if you treat it like it's your job,
and she does,
she does.
Really, yeah, like
I'm
Mama
her
Ray
patron. I'm a patron to Stephanie Harlow.
That's why I never activated that join button because I figured so many people have that now, and I would feel obligated if people are paying me $1.99 or whatever it is a month. I would feel obligated to do special stuff, and I think the most special stuff
get naked,
inviting you into my home for coffee every day. That's it. We'll talk about anything, and
we're gonna need.
I messaged Stephanie Harlow one time, and I said, "I know who you look like," and she's like, "Who?" I said, "That girl from Juno, Ellen Page." She's like, "Yeah, you're right."
She's cool. She does respond. She tries to respond to everything.
Yeah, sometimes she doesn't, but for the most part, she tries to give you a short response.
Well, look how many she has. How many subs? Like she has like a crap load of subs.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I don't go in with you. That's why I don't go comment over there. I want to bring no negativity to her channel at all, but I watch her stuff.
No, she won't tolerate it. Trust me. If people started coming at you, that she would get rid of them.
Yeah, well, no, but it would also just bring. I wouldn't bring it to the channel, but I sit and watch her because she's so very detailed in how she explains. I like detail. Miss Murder can do that too. I like detail. I like to tell me. I want to hear every ins and outs.
There's a channel called It's a Crime.
She's good.
Started her channel in January, and she's up to 85,000 in subs, and is killing it with true crime.
She's amazing.
And that's what there's no shortage of true crime channels on here. It's how you present it. It's how you do it.
I watch her too, Mommy and 3 Girls.
Following on here.
Like I like Dead Bug Says, but
I did too.
The way he presents it isn't for everybody.
No, it's certainly not. But I like him.
Child molester, sticky fingers, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But but I like it. So his subs aren't as high as someone that's always proper. Always, you always got to be proper, politically correct. So that's what Harlow does. She's always proper.
But let me tell you what, he is good at true crime. Deadbug is true. He's good for true crime, but there's a lot of people out there that don't want you to. They want you to slam it hard, and he's good at that. And it's not for everyone, but he's very thorough.
He does it Mickey Spillane style. He used to be a TV director. He doesn't really sell what he does. He doesn't really tell where he was at, but he was into production and in some big TV shows, and you could tell. I had his real name one time, and I looked up some other stuff. I might bring it out, but he's also big in music. He's also real big in music video, so he's talented that way. But
Tatum, do it. Do make a page, girlfriend.
The way
Tatum, we'll follow you. We'll promote you.
Yeah, Tatum.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll promote it here.
If you have any questions, any true crime questions, or anything that you want to ask about true crime stuff, I don't know if you have my email, but I'll.
Mama Three Girls said I joined her membership the other day, and it's so reasonable. She offers a lot for $4.99 a month. Even Zoom meetings with members to discuss the crime case she's covering at the moment. She's so detailed. Okay, which one? Who's she talking about?
It's a crime. The channel is It's a Crime.
Oh
She's
my
really
God.
good.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I want to look.
It sounds like there's so many.
I love you, Rhonda.
Channels. There's no
Dream
shortage.
about me.
Oh, is she leaving?
Yes.
Night, Rhonda.
She's a quitter.
Good night, Rhonda. Everybody loves a quitter.
I don't want.
I don't like it.
I love her. I think I'm gonna hop off, guys. It's been over like almost. It's gone on 4 hours. I'm getting tired. I'm getting. Yeah. People are getting sick of seeing this ugly mug. I'm sure.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hang on here. Let me go back to the. I want to put her link in.
Okay. Yeah, put it in, Brian. Please.
Waiting on a commercial. All right, there we go. She's very pretty too.
Let me see.
There's the link. To
I'm gonna go sub to her.
I'm definitely gonna check her out.
I'm gonna sub to her.
Well, when she said that she was very detailed.
Oh, I am subscribed.
Wow, Carla, look at you.
What? What did I do?
You were subscribed and you didn't know it?
I didn't. I don't. You know what? I don't get my freaking notifications all the time.
Sometimes you have to go unsub and resub to get it to. It's kind of like a Facebook algorithm.
Because I haven't gotten any notifications. That's why I miss a lot. Because
that's what they're doing.
Why I missed your lives, Brian, because I never get enough. Never. Every time I go there, it's a replay. It's
I don't know. I think people never. When my channel had like 5,000 subs, people never complained about not getting notifications. Now that it's smaller. People say that a lot. Right? I didn't know. I guess it has to do with how many subs you got. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, YouTube used to promote.
Everybody knows what time I go on in the morning if they don't get a notification.
Well, listen, Tatum. Here's the thing. If you do videos, that's one thing, and you can edit those and go back and go, well, that looked dumb, and you can fix it. If you go live, you've got enough loudmouths in this group alone right here. If you need to grab somebody to stick up on the panel with you to help you, just have somebody there, to bounce stuff off of. Hey, you know where to come.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I can't get into it, I don't have any trouble giving some advice because my channel was pretty good there for a minute.
Brian, you're more good at true crime.
If I would have dug into it,
Bye, baby, I love you so much.
I was just trying to. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the ones that I did do, so I can imagine if I had all day to make a job out of it. But it was fun to do. It's fun to do. I wouldn't want to make.
Well, even if you do like once a week or something, Brian, start small.
I'm gonna get with Ginger Lock's mom on this the Lost Boys.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I'm looking into that right now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like I get focused on a case, and then somehow there's some stupid made up drama.
Yes, she has, Mom.
And I get sidetracked.
Yeah, I know. Just you know what I'm doing from now on? I'm like ghosting this. I'm ghosting people from now on. Whatever. I just can't be bothered with it. I have fun in the morning, and that's it. People want to, bring drama in here and just leave it outside at the door.
Well, it's like as much as I love Republican Ash, I mean, we're buddies, but I just can't go over there anymore. Because all my haters are there. And the same thing with Science Girl. As much as I get along with her, I get along. But every hater is over there in that chat, and they start.
I understand.
Me, and it makes it to where I can't enjoy it. So
as soon as you go in there, right?
I just can't do it. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to them.
And that's what I've been. If I go in a chat where there's not like 15 of my haters, I'm not going to go in there and talk because they're just going to attack me for no reason.
Right.
Well, the last 3 times I was on with Ash, somebody pissed me off and I cursed them out, and I just don't want to do that every day. I'm not.
Right. You don't need to do it because you've got enough.
I'm too old for all that stress. I really am, because my blood pressure up. I'm just too old for all that shit.
So let's all go out and make more fun places to go to. That's what I'm thinking.
Over here. I like over here. And I like the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I do like the Breakfast Club.
I like going over there.
I don't know. I'm not sub to them. I need to.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So let's just go to places that you are fun and Or, I mean, if you like the drama, there's enough drama on here for everybody. Like, you know, I'm just not into. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of.
I have my days when I go looking for shit. Don't let me lie. Sometimes I go looking, and that's why you'll see me bickering. Once in a while, it's all right, but not every day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gets old after a while, and here's the thing. I mean, if it's always about you, and you know, like me and you, Brian, you know how it gets. It gets old after a while. You just get tired of it.
Yeah, you do. I wish I was like 20 some years old where I could just all day long, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm just too old. It puts too much stress. I got too much other shit to worry about besides somebody's comment. But you get sucked into it. You know, if you see, if someone came here right now and said a shitty comment about misdemeanor, she would go on for a minute. So would you. Anybody. Mm-hmm. You get sucked right into it. It's too easy.
It's too easy. Yeah. We try to just like hide it and then just move on from it. And then
I love y'all, but I'm gonna go get in the shower.
I learned over the last year that it doesn't do any good to white knight for people or try to stick up for
them. It makes it worse.
It's best to just get that person in, you know, if you see one of your friends going through something with somebody else, hit them with a message and say, hey, you know, I support you, and talk about it behind the scenes, but don't white knight.
I have told misdemeanor. I've told all my friends, do not white knight for me, because all it does is put a target on your back. Yeah. Because that's and then they say, oh, she went whining to this one or she went whining to that one. No. I don't want them doing that, because you know what? I can take it. I'm a big girl. I've been growing thicker skin lately. So
yeah. A lot of times they say that. Well, why does Brian go at women? Usually, I'm either sticking up for myself or I'm sticking up for another female. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll be sticking.
Wait a minute. If a female is going after you, then and they're calling you all kinds of names, I'm sorry, and I'm a female. If I did it to you, and you know I did it to you, I deserve everything I got.
Let's say this guy's got all these women coming after him, and he goes, okay, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry. Blah blah. They're going to call him a pussy.
Okay, y'all made me do this. I'm just going to say y'all made me do this, but do not run around the town in that damn pink pussy hat and claim you're a feminist and get up in a man's face and call him every name in the book but a Christian, and then go run and cry when he calls you a cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
He was probably being nice, calling you that.
Thank you.
And
good God.
I've seen that happen so often. And then they say, oh, look at you're showing your true colors because you know what? When I went after Brian and he came after me, I deserved that. And I knew I deserved it.
Well, Laura called me a fucking moron 3 times on my panel. And I was like, that's not how you do this. Well, I think you're a fucking moron. I was like, Laura, we came here to discuss this. You're going the wrong way, but you're a fucking moron. I said, well, I think you're a fucking cunt. The first thing she said was, oh, there you go, showing your true colors. The first thing she said.
I remember that, actually.
Yep. And she had picked at me for like 2 days, and I didn't respond to her. And then I finally said, okay, we used to be friends, so let's talk about this on my panel. And she popped in with all that shit. And I call her a cunt. But Laura can take that. Now, like, let's say I'm into it with Ash, Republican.
No, but she goes and she whines on her channel about how you're a misogynistic bastard.
Who, me?
Because you called her a name. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, see, he hates women. No, he doesn't. He just hates you.
I don't like you. I don't hate her. I don't like her.
It's like saying you're racist because you call someone that's black an asshole. No, I call an asshole an asshole. I don't care what color they are.
You could be purple and I'll call you an asshole.
White, pink, yellow. I don't care. If you're an asshole to me, you're an asshole. It's not about race. It's about how you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't call me words you don't want to hear come back at you.
That's right. That's right. I agree.
I think if somebody doesn't like a word and they're offended by it, that they should never use it.
Right, Mommy. If your girls, it's like a soap opera. You know, you can be off for like a few days and it's never this different script. It's always the same, except what does change is, and you know, everybody calls them flip floppers. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's when your views get low, you switch sides, because then your views go, oh my God, what's going on? She switched sides.
Yeah.
Okay, keep playing that game because I don't play anymore.
Oh,
that's why I don't want to have sides. I don't want to have sides. I come in here. People are welcome in here. I don't look where they go, where they hang out. It's fine. As long as they're being decent in here, they're welcome in here. And that's all there is to it. And that's how I'm going to run this channel. And that's my decision, you know? So Anyways, I'm gonna hop off here.
All right, Carla.
I'm hungry actually.
I love y'all so much, chat.
All right,
and,
Brian.
and
Thanks for
everybody up
coming
here.
I'll see you later. Thank you so much, chat, for coming in. I enjoy you
Bye,
guys
guys.
every
Love
morning.
y'all.
So, bye, everybody.